What you are about to witness will contain violence, disturbing imagery, adult themes, and may leave you doubting who you thought you were. Proceed at your own risk.
Step 1. Conjuration. Gather your power. Step 2. Divination. Locate your source. Step 3. Convocation. Fold space and bring the source.
I gave you what you asked of me.
You gave me nothing in return! And I waited!
I waited. Do not mistake this for punishment. This is an equal betrayal. Now look around you at what you have made.
You call on me again! Never!
Forget the past.
Life doesn't always give us what we deserve, it gives us what we need.
As our resistance wanes and dies, legends remain.
We are the Kingmakers, the sentinels of the future.
Many who claim they've lived their lives in beauty.
What does it mean to be good or be evil?
And at the crossroads, be who they want you to be, or be who you're born to be.
Legendary rangers, steal, sell.
Everything comes at a cost!
Don't forget the river.
Mánen líður, dauðinn ríður, gerði ekki hvítan blett á snakka mínum. Garú, garú.
Jude, what you see before you is quite a grotesque sight. Blood is spewing from every one of Titus's pores. It appears that a black cloak made of shadow is starting to dawn upon his shoulders. And around it, you can see the ever occasional spider running around this bloody, grotesque husk of a friend you once knew. It slowly rises and meets your gaze.
I'm sorry. I pull my sword.
Well, this is a lot more comfortable.
I'm sure.
You're quite lucky, you know. Quite lucky.
How so?
Well, if whatever I am didn't have that little amulet, that little boy wouldn't have gotten away.
I think things worked out then.
You think so?
Yeah. You're here with me. Not
But
for
you
long,
are
though.
not with them.
I'll
Poor
find my way
little
to them.
Jude. All alone.
Even though you are not Titus, you can't hurt me because you're made of him.
Is that your theory?
Mm-hmm.
Let's put that to the test then.
I lunge forward.
Roll initiative. Can you read them out for me?
A 5.
An 8.
Pretty fucking good. Unreal. Okay, who's going first? I believe that's,
That would be Titus.
yeah.
I deadlock my gaze to Jude's. And I cut my hand right where I stand. And let the blood pool at my feet. And that is my turn.
Jude, what do you do?
I'm using my old-fashioned sword to try and run him through.
Go ahead and roll. Oof, what happens?
Well, I believe you're doing something here, Titus.
You don't have to call me that. Means
What should I
nothing to
call
me.
you then?
I don't believe it matters. Do you?
I like to know the name of those I kill, but if you refuse to give me one, that's fine. I think I slip in the blood. There's something magical he's doing here, and I was trying to step forward with... I didn't want to start with magic. I miss you.
I'm sure you do. I try to hit Jude with unseen hand right in her chest.
Go ahead and roll. Partial success, what happens?
I still connect. I draw my hand back covered in blood and just smash her with it. But I'm not as on target as I would have hoped. This new form isn't as fluent as I would like it to be.
Jude, you're up.
I put both of my hands on my sword and I touch the tip of it to the ground, and I want to hold him in place, his limbs. So I think I try to make branches grow from the ground to grab his limbs. The old wood branches hold him in place. Maybe not directly from the old wood, but they look like them. Now the question is, I'm not great with illusion, so my way to do this would be with alchemy.
And how are you
So
doing
I'd have
it
to
with
grow
alchemy?
them.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, I'd have to grow them. Create conditions that allow them to grow extremely fast.
And how do you suppose you do that?
I've known Vega all of my life, and she has been exceptional with living, growing things. She has spent much of her time explaining to me the ways to make them thrive and the ways to make them happy. And though I never had a green thumb, I'm conjuring all of my energy that I know from her, all of my knowledge.
I'm sorry, did you just roll 33 doubles while I was trying to fix the roll 20
Yes.
window? Cool.
Yes.
Awesome.
Just a little bone meal, a little bit of love.
Cool. So what does it look like?
My hands don't leave my sword. But the tip of the sword, touching the ground, there's an almost, there's an energy that is coming from the sword, from my hands, through the sword, into the soil. And I am accessing every mineral, every molecule. I have done this just recently by creating a planet. I am accessing what makes life exist, because that's all life is alchemy. And the branches grow from the ground quickly.
How they grow like that.
And they wrap his arms and his legs and his chest, and they hold his head in place.
That's a clever trick.
You got one for me?
I have plenty. You noticed I didn't attack you at first, right? And I'm going to attempt to dissolve into the pool of blood behind me and reappear out of these binds. Narrator, I'd like to argue for a 10 shift because I used blood magic at the beginning of my turn.
Yep. Yeah, I was actually just assuming you were going to do that. Yeah, go for it. Jesus Christ. All right, what happens?
In the blink of an eye, it's not gradual like Titus's typical magic. This homunculus husk just drips down out of these woodland vines and reappears in a bloody, almost statue-like form and reconstructs behind the vines. And I just cross my arms. You might have to try a little bit harder, Jude.
Tell me, do you have any of his training?
Well, of course. His blood flows through my veins. I've been here the whole time, Jude. ever since we got to this lovely land.
Well, let's see it then. I never got to cross swords with him. I'm curious how they train the others.
I'll grant you your wish. And I wait for her to strike.
I take a forward stance and I leap forward and I begin striking with my sword.
Eight. What happens? What do we see?
This is where I am most comfortable. And I am filled with the desire to protect those I love, including Titus, because he didn't ask for this, and neither did you. And you deserve peace. I slash him. I'm not trying to kill him yet. I want to see what he can do with this sword. The training that we just spoke about. But I am trying to cause enough damage.
Did you see that? How does she do that?
So there's a cut on his arm, his thigh,
instructor.
across the chest, across his cheek. I'm quick. Let's see it then? Or do I need to teach you a few things?
I'm sure I could learn many things from you. I've already learned a few. Narrator, how far are we from water? I believe we were on the docks in the warehouse, yes?
Yes, that is correct.
About how far would you say?
Not too far. We said it was like right on the other thing too. I believe we said there was snow and elements outside because Lear used it last time. So you're close to water. Close enough to use it if that's what you're trying to do.
Excellent. Noticing that Jude is quite the swordsman, and that I am not, at least not in comparison to her caliber, I try to grab onto her sword with magic and throw it as far as I can into the water.
Success,
Can
31.
I roll to not let him do that? Or is that possible?
I don't think it's possible at this moment. You can roll to retrieve it, but I don't think you can stop him.
Okay.
I reach out and find the location of her sword. I grab it, and I just toss it into the water. You are quite quick. Unfortunately, Titus wasn't really a swordsman. And unfortunately for you, he fought with honor. I don't have to.
That will be the difference between you and I. I always will.
I know.
I pull my gun blade.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, go ahead and roll. It's literally the only reason why I didn't let you stop him. I was like, narratively, it's so fucking cool if she uses this instead.
What am I rolling to pull my gun blade?
No. You're not rolling to pull it out.
Oh.
You do it, but I'm assuming you're going to attack him with it. So yeah, you're going to roll to go ahead and attack.
That's a good question, is what am I rolling?
Mm-hmm.
Your weapon is just an extension of yourself, Jude.
That snap to her character sheet as she's like, can I use a body skill? You can absolutely use a body
Body
skill.
is a weapon.
Yep, body is a weapon.
76 failure.
Oh! Did you give yourself a shift? I'm going to make you re-roll with a shift unless you
Okay.
want to just do the math. I don't care. Either one.
I'll re-roll with the shift. I'll take that
Yep.
opportunity.
Yep.
What's the shift?
20. There you go.
47 success.
Just barely a success. All right, what happens?
I pull my gun blade, which I didn't get a chance to describe what it looks like. But it coincidentally is more blade than gun, which is fitting to Jude, I believe. And what I do is I set off a shot. I shoot him and try to spear him through the chest with the sword. So it's like a double
All right.
attack, basically.
Okay. Homunculus, you're up.
I thought you might do that.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Close quarters works for me. And I extend my hand, not grasping Jude's neck, but probably about 6 inches away from it. And I'm going to try and det magic the time that Titus got choked and died.
Go ahead and roll. You have a 10% shift. Partial success. What happens?
It's not as intense as it could be. It's equivalent to maybe one person being strangled rather than both him and Rhea. I believe it didn't work because it didn't happen to me,
Yeah,
per se.
it happened to Titus.
And I just stand there, watching her choke.
Come on, drill instructor. Out of breath already? One more round.
Come on your feet.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the portal, we have a team that rejoins Din.
Where are we?
Is everyone?
No.
Where's Jude?
Jude.
Titus.
Titus?
No, it's too late for them.
What do you mean it's too late for them?
I mean, Jude didn't come through.
No.
Jude! I turned to where we just came from, towards the portal. I don't know if it's there anymore. I'm just gonna shout, Jude! Where are you?
It is not there anymore. And you find yourselves in a place of Din you've never seen before. This is
I'm
what you
grabbing
see.
Blackbird by the throat. What do you mean? What do you mean it's too late for them?
The portal's closed. You don't need to do this to ask questions. You have a mouth.
What's going on with them?
They're
How
having
do
a...
we get them back?
Oh, that won't be happening right now. If at all.
I grip tighter. What do you mean?
Use both hands.
What I mean is that they are on the other side. The portal is closed. There will be no more portals going back. There's nothing to be done. It is what it is.
So they're okay, they're just on the other side. We just have to go and get them.
Well, I didn't say that. You can't know until you see, can you?
Is it
Well, apparently we're not going to see, right?
Well, not right now, no. Please get your hands off of my throat.
Mage, get this man to speak sense, please. I turn to Erifir.
There's nothing that I'm going to be able to do to get him to make sense. Blackbird, will you speak plainly?
Fine.
I drop him.
Oh, thank you. There was no need for that. It's a good grip. Which is very funny considering what's happening right now. So, they're having a bit of a fight.
Jude and Titus?
Yes.
Why?
Well, Titus wasn't your Titus. And the portal seems to have washed away some of whatever Titus was.
You mean he betrayed
Jude
us?
closed... I'm sorry?
Did he betray us? Was he working for the enemy?
No, not necessarily like that. He was, and then he wasn't. But Jude noticed, closed the portal, and is now locked in combat.
You mean he... He turned back into one of those things.
Yes.
And she's alone there with it.
There will be a way to help her. There will be.
No.
There has to be.
No.
No, there will be. It doesn't matter what you say. There will be.
That's fair. It doesn't matter. Nothing can be changed. It is
It can
what
always
it
be
is.
changed.
No. Not exactly. Do you trust Jude? Do you believe in
Of course.
Jude's abilities?
I know what happened last time he faced one of those.
Jude made a choice. Jude made a choice for everyone here. Let Jude follow through. There are
And what
other
of
things to
Titus?
worry about. Sorry.
Titus. Can he not return to Din?
Well, that can't return to Din.
When you said that's not our Titus, is that to say that our Titus is still here on Din? That we left him in the forest?
Ooh, that's an interesting question. Does anyone have the time?
The time? I look up to the sky. It's hard to tell the time in Din because of how the celestial bodies are locked. At least they seem to be, correct?
Yes, I'm not going to be able to tell you the answer to that right now.
Where are we? I didn't... This wasn't the landing site I planned.
I have time.
You are in complete fog. And as soon as Raz says, "Where are we? This isn't where I had planned," the fog clears. A cloaked figure with a beak-like mask steps out of the fog, saying, "I have the time." What do they see?
They see a fog deep within a bastion of potential. A ring of mountains surround the bowl of hope. The tallest peaks of this mountain are wrapped in massive chains, strands of which seem to meet in the center of what would be this crater-like space. But as to what they see at the end of this chain. It's hard to make out from this distance. It disappears into the fog, down below above this darkened forest.
Everybody roll for initiative.
What?
I was trying to say, you have your own worries.
Why are you so nonchalant about this?
Oh, because I'm not a part of it.
Oh, you are a part of it. You are definitely a part of this. You're not just going to sit back and watch.
Make sure your
Not
token.
exactly.
So sorry. Please continue, Blackbird.
Oh, just going to say that I'm not necessarily going to sit back and watch. I may move about a little bit, see how things are going. But don't focus on me, focus on that.
Okay. Make sure that you guys are around this ring on this map that you can see. Just go ahead and drag your tokens. Brad, I'll fix your fear in just a second.
I'm unable to move my token.
Yeah, I don't think any of us can.
Interesting. Okay, now you should be able to. Oh, wait.
Sorry, I tried to just drag my own.
Yeah,
but-
no, that's fine. If you want, drag your own character sheet to the map and you should be able to move it then. There we go.
There we go.
You need to be around the ring. Yep, there you go. Okay. Who are we missing?
Erifir's token. Otherwise, I think that is all of us now.
Unless you're putting Blackbird on the,
No, he's an observer. Right? Unless you want to intervene. I believe you're just watching,
oh, well,
correct?
I just sent you a message about that.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Very good.
That's what I thought you were going to do. Okay, cool. All right. So we then will add you to the turn order if you... No, you live outside of turn orders, so yeah, you can just do it whenever.
I'll be very mindful.
Okay. Perfect. Now, who is going first? I will manually add you all to the turn order because it didn't do that. That's okay. But for now...
I believe it's Lear. With a 4.
I do have a 4. I am a reactionary class, however, and I think that what I will do in this instant perhaps is it too late to try something different as a reactionary class?
No.
Or to offer something different?
Let's find out.
My initiative in this moment is the highest, I believe, in the group. Is it possible to choose somebody else within the turn order and
Yes.
trade with them?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's super badass.
All right. In which case, I turn to who's lowest? I turn to Vega, and I'm going to adopt a fighting stance, left foot in front. So I'm going to take my sword out, dig it into the ground, and I'm going to try and channel energy into it. And as I do, you see a dull glow kind of emanate from me, seep into me into the sword, and then flash towards Vega. And she is jolted with a sudden burst of initiative, and now we have traded places in initiative order.
Fan-fucking-tastic. Who's going first?
It would now be Vega.
It would now be Vega. Okay.
You bastard.
Vega, you are gonna go third. Cerise, go ahead. What would you like to do? You should have a sheet access in a second, but why don't you go ahead and tell me what you want to do first?
Well, I think as they approach, I'm fiddling glove of mine, the glove seems to be not fitting right. As they approach, I look up, and I adjust my gaze toward them as my wrist slides in and out of the loose glove. A pool of blood starts to drip right in front of my feet. And I watch, and I cock my head, and wait.
Oric? Do you do anything? Or do you wait?
Oric.
I guess not.
I guess it's just me here.
Vega, you're up.
No matter.
Pull back this
Oh.
of my robe, revealing a hand that does not look all human, long, sharp claws. And I dig into my other hand, tearing flesh, rending the skin from the muscle and bone, letting the blood fall, flicking it towards the people who have just arrived.
Perfect. I'm gonna have you roll in just a second. Vega, you're up.
I want to... all of the blood that has just appeared that these two have created, brought forth, and the stuff that I assume is just splattered on the people who are closest, including myself, I want to consolidate it all. I want to make one of the orbs that I made last time.
How do you think that it was us who created this blood?
Can I have a 10 shift, because I already created a blood orb before?
Yep.
6 success.
What happens? Yeah, please describe it.
Yeah, all of this blood that's dripping down at the feet of these creatures, it all just comes together and starts pulling itself out of the earth. All of the splatters that have landed on myself and Rhea and Raz, it all just flies towards this growing orb, and it all solidifies into an orb, and I let it hover above me, not touching it.
Right.
I grasp my halberd, and as I do, I rub my neck as I realize that that was most likely what it was transformed into in the other world, that choker. And I'm going to turn to the one with the mask, the pointed beaked mask, and I'm going to...
They both have one.
Charge it. Pardon?
Both figures.
Both have beaks.
Yes. Yep.
Ooh. The one fiddling with their glove, I'm going to go for.
Okay.
Cerise.
Cerise, yep.
Recognize the, at the very least, stance. I've seen them before, and I'm going to go for them with my blade.
Okay.
And I had stored in the other world, I had stored part of my fractured, my broken leg, and saw the energy in my choker, which is now my halberd, and I want to transfer that into Cerise.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
I would like a 10 shift, please, because I've done this before to this person before. The last time first time we found Titus.
That's right. Go ahead.
And I'm going to argue for another shift because I was only able to partially heal this break, so I know I can not only imagine, but I know the feeling of it breaking, and I want to make sure I can replicate that exactly.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give that to you.
83 partial as I slam my halberd into their leg and try and transfer this broken, fractured leg into it. I'm trying to hobble it as much as possible.
And it's a partial. So yeah, I think what we're gonna do, Cerise, is we're gonna knock you down the turn order because that's a partial success. So he doesn't completely cripple you, but. All right, who's next? Anyone?
I think it's supposed to be... Yeah, it's supposed to be me and then Airfear, but I'm gonna hold since I'm reactionary.
All right. Airfear, I'm fixing your token right now. What are you doing?
Which one was Raz angling at?
Cerise.
Cerise?
Yep.
Yeah, I think I will rush forward, gunblade in hand, and just swing it towards Cerise. I am adept enough at swordplay that it isn't completely
insane.
Yeah, it's not insane, and it's not just like a wild swing, but it is strange for Erufir to be able to not have any of the sort of magic bolstered enchantments and boosts that he normally has, so I don't want any shift on this.
Okay.
Interesting.
How would I react if I wanted to?
You just react. You just tell me what you're doing.
I would like to, in response to this charge, I would like to step in the pool of blood that gathered into my front and arrive next to my friend.
Yeah, okay, so you go ahead and roll to do this, because you are able to do this in response, but you have a minus 10 shift.
I'm just gonna let you go ahead and roll, because I can't see fucking shit.
Yeah, I'll roll for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Airfear rolls first, and then I'll roll for you. I have no idea where I put your fucking tokens.
An 81 failure.
What happens?
I run this thing along the ground because it's quite heavy, and I bring it upwards in an upwards arc, and he's gone, right? That's what happened.
Yeah. Okay,
that's all
that
it
makes
is.
sense.
There's maybe some blood that flicks up into the air as I run it through the blood, but he just vanishes, and it's, again, another thing that's completely confusing to me because I'm used to being able to track people when they do arcane things, but this is just crazy for me, and I probably stumble forwards into the blood unknowingly.
I will try and grab
There is no blood.
and pull him back.
Vega took all the blood.
Oh, there was no blood? Okay. Then I'd simply just stumble into the area where he was.
There absolutely is blood. It just pulls up from the ground. He rolled a 6 success. Sorry, it took me a second.
Originally what I said, I stumble into
Yep.
that area where he was stood for a moment, and then kind of spin around and locate where he went, glance over at Raz and back again, and then reposition myself for whatever comes next.
Okay.
As he runs through the blood, and no one will see this, of course, but Blackbeard is going to pay special attention to his feet. The blood is going to adhere to them. He's going to be moving a little bit faster now.
Okay. Still have a 10 shift for any movement roll. Airfear.
Both haven't attacked or done anything yet, have they?
No, not yet.
All right. Would my trading of initiative been my turn for this turn?
No, you just traded initiative. So basically your turn, it was now the other person's initiative. You just swapped positions.
In which case, who is now closest to these two right here?
Razroth, probably.
Raz, I would
Because he was
assume.
holding on to. Yeah.
Yeah.
in which case, I am going to try and protect him from anything that might come his way. I'm going to, again, holding onto my sword that's still pinned into the ground, almost as if it is creating some sort of tether, like connecting myself to him through this physical connection to the ground. I'm going to cast my... I'm going to try and reach out to Razroth in a way I haven't done before. I want to take his essence and bring it out in a way that forms almost a shield over his physical form. So if anything were to attack him, it would essentially have to get through that first. It's not harming him, but it is using his rage, using his power to try and protect him in this way.
Okay. You roll for this?
I shall. 31 success.
All right. Would you like to describe exactly what we see as this happens instead of just what it does?
Sure. So on this success, you see, again, this time around, the connection isn't visible. Unless, of course, you could see the way I see when it comes to magic, but we're going to say it's just like a spectator. So, it looks like I'm not doing much. I'm focusing on Razroth, but from within, you see Razroth's eyes. His energy is always described as this, like, red, correct, Razroth? So you see his eyes shimmer red, and then all of a sudden you see almost like a bubble emanating from his core outwards, this glowing shield that is him. It's not quite a silhouette, it's more rounded than that, but it's now this protective barrier between, the outside and himself.
Right.
Thank you, brother.
Oh.
Don't thank me yet.
So, Cerise and Auric have not gone yet, correct, in the turn order? Okay, I'm waiting.
I don't know why it says that instead of their name, but I have tried. It says prosecutor, even though that's not who they are. I don't know how to fix that. But okay, who's next?
I believe it's them.
Yeah.
Okay,
We've all
gents. Which one of you wants to go first? Or do you want to use last?
Point of order here, narrator.
Oh yeah, you
I
haven't
do
gone yet.
believe. No, that's all right. I delayed my turn. Cerise also has been delayed due to Raz's thing. Sorry, I gotta throw the book at you there.
No, that's all right. They're last in the turn order though, because they chose not to do anything, so he'll go now. It's the end of the turn, unless you want to go first, Tim.
Nah, I'll delay until next turn.
Are you sure?
Very.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think as I arrive at that pool of blood next to Auric, I sort of slowly look toward him, and then I pull nearby on a tree branch, which is tickling the large chains above. The chains are connected at a vortex across the 4 peaks. The vortex is no chain or link, but a person, tied and chained and manacled. Different tiers and smaller links grow to insurmountable, massive links that would wrap around a mountain. But the small ones hook into manacles across the man's left leg, left arm, and right arm, as they sort of wriggle and dance above this area when different things happen. The tickling of the bow branch across the chain moves the man who is spread wide over the vortex of this bastion, basin, and I wish to utilize Laz here.
All right. And what are you doing?
I wish for Laz to do what Laz does best. I am no practitioner of illusory magic, but Laz is. I wish to put a a vision into each one of their heads, maybe Razaroth especially.
Okay.
Something that may slow them a moment.
Okay.
As I pull across the tree branch.
Yep. Go ahead and roll on your behalf. Please hold.
Thank you.
I know you're not on there yet, Brad. I'm working on it. $25. What happens? What do they see?
Is that good? That's
Yes.
good, yes.
Yep. You succeed. Go for it.
I see. Is that the boughs start to move, the chains above, and wriggle, and you start to hear a giggling from the man who's chained above the ground here. And you all start to see various images of dread start displaying in images of blood that arrive in this moment. They may or may not be there, but for you they most definitely do. So what we see is up to you. It is personalized for each of your dreads. But I think that is slows you down as much as you may.
So what we'll do for that is we'll do a -10 shift for everyone for the next.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Might I be able to use my turn in order to fight the effects of that for
Yes,
myself
absolutely.
in particular?
Absolutely, especially because you
And,
do illusion magic.
And Airfur will be able to move normally.
Yep.
It'll cancel.
Yep,
out.
it'll cancel out. So
Would you like me to roll for
yep,
that?
Yep, go ahead and roll. It's either a mental defense or some sort of illusion roll.
I'll go with illusion. Okay. Is there any shift on it because I'm used to this sort of magic, or just go with the illusion and it's a 0 shift?
You sound unsure of yourself. Would you like to rephrase that?
I am very, very familiar with illusion magic. I literally have a second person inside me that I summon.
Perfect. Go for it. 93. What happens?
93 failure.
Keep in mind that a failure doesn't necessarily mean that you don't succeed at the thing that you're doing. It just means something else that might be detrimental to you occurs. So you could maybe succeed for you, but not for your other. You know, there's lots to do here. So you're totally in charge.
I wouldn't put that on her. No.
Love it.
Yeah, so what happens is all of this giggling and all of this imagery is popping up, and I'm seeing flashes of gallows, and I'm seeing flashes of Titus turning into that creature in front of me at the very beginning of all of this. And I fight it for a moment, but it doesn't work.
I believe it's working.
That work for you now, Brad? You do have human arrow token. Can you move that or no?
No. Double click the token itself.
I see. Perfect. Thank you. And now you can,
Hey,
correct?
narrator.
Yes.
I delayed a little bit, and I'd love to react to that now.
Go for it.
Yeah, I think I'd like to make sure that my master Vega here is able to not have that negative. Thank you very much.
Wow. Okay. Yep. Sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cerise used Laz. Auric, are you moving? Are you going to do something this round, or do you want to wait till next round? I cannot hear you if you are speaking.
Where is
Oh
this
my god.
where is this bubble of blood? That
Under.
Vega
Oh, she's
has
holding it.
collected.
Yep, it's in an orb that she
And that
uses.
is the
Floating
blood
above
of
her
both
left
of us.
Yes.
His blood is my blood. And my blood is his blood. I would like to attempt to change this blood to flesh and have arms reach out and crush the skull that she hangs on her hip,
Okay.
since it just interfered.
Shall I roll for you, or can you see?
Transmutation is my specialty.
It's true. Are you gunning for a shift?
I am.
Right.
We have been here practicing for thousands of years, to remind you.
Thousands of years.
Thousands trapped by these people. Oh.
Bro, 99 failure doubles. What happens? Why? What? You.
If you don't
Haven't been training
mind, may
enough.
I step in to this?
Oh,
Sure.
oh, yes, please.
I will not let him get crushed so simply. Absolutely not.
Okay.
So he just lightly swings away from these hands.
Blackbird.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Now you recognize Blackbird is in the picture, but also this was a 99 failure double, so I don't think that it's as simple as you just waving away the blood hands. I think it.
May I make
think
a
it's gotta
suggestion?
Yes, please go ahead.
2 extra arms sprout from my body and hit myself in the head
Yeah.
very strongly.
Yes. Okay. That works. All right, you'll take damage.
Whoops.
I also think because that's a 99, you're gonna get knocked to the bottom of the next turn. You don't get to go until the very last of the next round. Just because that's insane. Okay. Who's next? It's the top of the round, right? Well, in that case, we're gonna switch. Meanwhile, back on the other side of the portal. I believe it is Jude's turn. You're being choked, correct?
Yes.
What do you do, my sweet?
My blade is covered in his blood. So I would like to pull the blood from his body and place it into my blade.
There's always something we can learn from each other.
Always.
15. Success.
Okay. What happens?
As he's choking me. Now the question is my blade still in you?
I believe so, yes.
'Cause that's right. It just starts pulling and leeching through. The blade starts to Damascus steel red, shades of red. And you start to feel dizzy, and your strength is waning.
Seems you have learned a lot. No matter. Given my friend's memory, I'll try something from his past. I'm going to try to transmute 8 spider legs onto Jude's back and take her as far away from her gunblade and myself as possible.
Okay.
And I would like a 10 shift because I'm using a memory.
Yep, go for it. Jude, roll your dodge.
57.
Partial success, and Titus rolls a 30. Where the fuck were all of these? Are you like where were all these rolls when you were on the other team? Okay, all right.
Destiny.
It's destiny, man. Fuck. All right, what happens?
8 grotesque spider legs jolt from Jude's spine. And she just scurries away about 30 to 40 feet, and I look down at this blade protruding from my chest. And I look at her and say, your move.
Are they still moving me, the legs?
No, they just move you back, essentially.
You have control. You have control over them, though. I can't control them. Yeah. I would like to, the same way that you made 8 spider legs protrude from my back, I'd like to make 8 blades protrude through you and into you. Do I have a shift for using his tactics against him?
Don't ask me. Tell me.
I'm taking a 20 shift for this.
Okay.
14.
You can roll your dodge, Titus. It's just telling me how much damage you guys are taking for these. I'm assuming you guys are blocking each thing against each other, right? Okay, so anytime you attack each other, the opposite person go ahead and roll your dodge so I can mitigate damage.
Okay.
Partial success. Okay, Jude, what happens? You still succeed.
The blade that is already within him, I'm pulling from it almost. So just like these 8 spider legs came out of my back, these blades are going through the blade that is stuck in him, and 8 come out his back as well.
I can find my
just
strength
blood.
anywhere. Even my opponent. You taught me that.
Wasn't a bad mimic. I'm going to remove the gunblade using magic and cast Healing Silk upon myself to try and mitigate some of the damage done. I'm going to take a 10 shift because my blood is still rather covered in all this, and it shouldn't be hard for me to use my spiders and blood magic to...
Yeah, go for it. Oh my god. You both have rolled 33 doubles this fucking fight. What the shit? Alright, what happens? I am so sorry, Jude, but I think this is a full heal.
That's what I was going to say.
Yep.
With magic, I just expand my hands. All the blades come out from my back, the gun blade rising next to it, and they're levitating above my head.
Is that the end of your turn?
Correct.
I would like to summon the blades to me so that he cannot use them.
Damn you.
Okay. This is so good, dude. Everything we have done has led to this moment.
Okay, the problem is, I used the word summon.
Yeah, you did.
Well, that's what I do. 69 failure.
Nice.
Okay. You can have a 10 shift for your next turn because you caught that and chose to take the lower roll. GG.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What happens? What do we see, though?
I put my hand out to summon the swords to me to recall them. It's just, I just don't know really how to do summoning, and I wasn't, I went in with the confidence that I have in alchemy. I wasn't thinking of the river. I wasn't thinking of how to do it properly.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not really something you learn, you just kind of have to feel it.
A river?
Okay.
I conjure up a bit of my own blood, and I cover it with your gunblade, Jude. And I send these blades right at you.
You will also use your main stat because you used the word conjure. So conjuration, please, if you have it, and if you don't, it's just a standard roll, just like Jude did, a dying roll.
She can dodge anything.
It's gonna work.
Don't you fucking dare. Oh. 91, what happens?
I completely miss. All of these blades fall around Jude's feet, and the gun blade is within her reach. They weren't my blades.
That's going to be a new drill, you just know it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I slam my hands on the ground, and I melt these blades back into my gun blade. I create one gun blade again. And I would like to use that gun blade to cut these spider legs off of my back.
Fucking knew you were gonna do that. Yeah, go for it.
And this is alchemy.
Yep. Oh. Did you do your shift? You didn't.
No, I did not.
You can reroll.
I didn't.
You're telling yourself you're tired, but it's all in your head. You're not. You can do this.
79.
What happens?
Bro, that's almost the same roll.
Yeah, holy shit.
I can't reach the ground. I'm being held up by these giant spider legs. So I think I don't know, man.
I have a thought.
Yes.
Yeah. You succeed, but it's immense amounts of pain. Because you thought they were spider legs, but it's actually your body.
They're me.
They're you. Yeah. So you can get these spider legs off of you, but you're going to take some damage. Or you can just not succeed. It's up to you. It's my offer to you.
No.
Yep.
I take the damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Push to the pain.
I, for a moment, look like I'm about to vomit. And as I watch Jude writhe in pain, I launch a giant spider web at her from my mouth, as Titus has done a couple times with a...
Okay. Oh, it's a 6. You want to dodge?
I would try to dodge, yeah.
Oh my god!
77 failure.
What happens?
She is engulfed in webs. You can see the spider legs that are now twitching, writhing on the ground, trying to slowly crawl towards the sarcophagus that I've made of Jude.
I think you lose the turn, Jude.
Yep.
Titus, go again. Oh, we see Johnny like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to kill Jude.
I have to. This
I know
is
you
a
do.
Titus.
I know you do. Believe me, I am outside of my body right now as the potential for all of you to die is just hanging over my head. Great.
No, come on, Jude. Get up. Get up. Come on.
I use the memory of where Titus tried to do this in the wood.
Yeah.
You've got this, drill instructor.
I transmute my blood into fire.
Yes.
And I toss a fireball at Jude's sarcophagus.
Yep, to light the web on fire. Go ahead and roll.
Can I argue something?
Yep.
Please.
To knock.
Don't
Come
say
on.
can, just say your argue.
I hear them.
Jude.
I hear them.
Okay. And what does that do for you,
I want to
Jude?
use unwavering loyalty to dodge. I want to get out of this web. I'm using the power that I have with them, this triple connection that we've always had. I'm pulling it
so
from
instead of
all
your
the way there.
dodge, you can roll your unwavering loyalty.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm unfortunately going to take a 10 shift because I'm using a memory of a failed attempt from Titus.
Yep.
What a time to be rolling so poorly.
Yep.
Jude!
What happens?
I draw back my hands. My blood forms into an orb and then lights a flame. And I throw it full tilt right at Jude's webbed body.
Okay.
You have to feel it. React.
Titus gets another turn.
Yeah.
Give me your right hand, Titus. Yeah.
I am going to try and duplicate myself as I hear my master's voice in my ear. And if I fail, I would like to skip a turn.
It's going to be more than that, because duplicating yourself is crazy difficult. It doesn't
Yes,
matter.
please.
Yeah, okay. All right. So you're going to have a minus 20 shift to this. Go ahead. What happens? You're going to lose a turn, but what do we see?
I start to convulse. Wild, bloody tentacles start to spew from my neck and from my back, and I'm just writhing there. That wasn't the best idea. Maybe I should have learned, but no matter.
This also gives Jude an opportunity to break out of the web. Jude,
Yes.
what do we see as you're breaking out of this web?
I am burning.
Yeah.
I'm getting burned. And I'm trying to get out of this web. And I remember something that happened when we first started our journey early on. I cut my hand to make something happen. And I remember thinking that pain could be used to make me better.
What did you do to your hand?
Yeah. All the way from the first episode. So are you
Yes.
using that now?
I am.
Okay, and what are you doing?
I want to tear him apart.
Okay. How?
I'm gonna turn his blood to sulfur in his veins. I'm gonna burn him until his skin rots, falls off, his bones desiccate, dry up, dust. He will be no more.
Okay.
And I'm
ahead.
taking a shift.
Yep. What happens?
I don't know if I can tell the difference. I'm in so much pain. I'm burning. I am like on fire, I think. Parts of me are on fire.
You have to look after yourself for once.
Come on, love. Vega's waiting.
I
Got
remember
places to be.
that I have debts to pay. And this is one of them. There is one I've been holding on to for a long time, and I'm feeling like it's catching up. But I am going to delay this debt a little further until he's gone, until this fight is over. And then I will burn.
Yo, that's how we do it. Okay, go ahead and roll for me, Jude.
What am I rolling?
You're gonna roll your alchemy. You can have a 20 shift. And Vega, I need you to roll for me as well.
38 success.
Okay.
Also alchemy, or can I do my
Nope.
usual magic?
You do whatever you want to roll.
I'm giving a 20 shift because it's Jude.
It's Jude.
29 success.
You're not gonna take this damage, Jude. You're gonna take it at the end of the fight. That magic. Done.
Okay. I'm on fire, but
You
I
don't
will
feel
fly
it.
the
Yeah.
burdens.
Titus, you're up.
Well, I've learned a lot about this world, Jude. Picked up a few tricks along the way. I'm going to use my current ability to transmute the water into oil.
Ooh. Okay, go ahead and roll.
Luckily, the stat is a lot lower.
God, what the fuck? Okay, what happens? What do we see?
You see the bay next to us turn from a nice translucent blue to a dark, grotesque brown. And that is my turn for now.
No matter what, Jude.
Everything that I have been learning has been about place and time. I want to make his cells reverse time. I want to make him an infant. For all intents and purposes,
You
he
want
will
to
slowly
Benjamin
cease
Button
to
his
exist.
ass. Okay, all right.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
3.
What happens?
I look at him through this flame that is burning my flesh. And I see Titus. Even though he's not Titus. And I imagine what Titus was like when he was young. I imagine what Titus was like when he was a baby, when he was given life. And this thing was given life too. And it means to use Titus's memories to have a life of its own. Let it learn what it is to be Titus. And I make him age backwards.
Okay, roll a 1d4, Titus. Roll high. Okay, wonderful. Meanwhile, top of the round.
No matter what, Jude.
I first want to get a feeling for what this blood orb I have. I wanted to see if I recognize this blood. I want to know if it's familiar to me at all.
Ooh, that's a good question. Go ahead and roll.
Well then.
1 critical
taking Jude's
success.
Shame I couldn't get that on an attack roll. Damn it.
Right.
Vega, you just said something that really intrigued me. You said I'm taking Jude's rolls. You want to give this roll to Jude?
Absolutely.
Jude, you want to roll for me and
100%.
see what you're swapping with Vega right now?
Sure thing. What am I rolling?
Your magic. Whatever you would have done for your next thing, you guys are just going to swap rolls here. You're going to bank this critical success. You can use it on whatever you want, Jude. That magic in full swing.
God damn. Did she get a shift for that? No, huh?
No. So you're just going to roll. No shift.
7.
Ooh, it's still an amazing roll.
God damn.
All right. So you were rolling to see if you recognized Which blood? The blood in the blood orb?
Yeah, and this, if it's still pooling up, despite the fact I've taken it and it's still coming, I want to know what the source is. Where is this blood coming from?
Yeah, the
Who is it?
blood is coming from the person that is slung from chains above you, even though it's not like dripping traditionally down. It's seeping up from the ground, but it is definitely that is the source.
And do I recognize that person as I look up?
I'm gonna leave that narratively up to you. It is Laz. So I don't know if you've ever met this person before, but I think actually I will answer you because it's still a 7. You do recognize them, but you haven't met them yet.
Okay.
They will at some point serve you.
I turn my attention back down to the two in front of me. And I'd like to... I'm trying to remember some of the debts I incurred, if I paid any of them back. I'd like to obscure their vision with a whirlwind of sand and dust collecting around us. I'd like to try and dull their senses somewhat.
All right. Go ahead and roll. Oh, no. Wait. Yes. That was like roll for knowledge. I'm not going to make that your turn. Yeah, go for it. Partial success. What happens?
All of this dust begins collecting from around us, around these trees, around these rocks, and it swirls and forms a very thick dust that starts surrounding both of them. But I spread it too thin. I haven't got enough dust, and it's, instead of obscuring all of the senses, it's only doing a paltry job at it.
Right, okay.
If I may,
yes, absolutely.
Seeing her do that, and seeing that it's only somewhat effective, I'd like to go ahead and try and utilize the wind from my blades, turning them as I do whenever I try to utilize it for, coating them with magical properties in order to apply more damage and whatnot. But I'd like to kick up some more wind with her in order to try and help this actually succeed.
So that would give her a shift and make it succeed, right? Because it lowers the target by 10. She rolled a 53. Is that correct, Drac? Drac's my hero.
Yeah, so it would bump the target by 10. So you have to roll it now under a 62, which
would make it a success. Okay, so what do we see for you to basically step in and suddenly turn her failure into a success?
Well, I would see her trying to have all of that dust and wind accumulate near them, and see that it's falling slightly short. And we've had this thing where we've kind of picked up where each other's lacked multiple times now.
Yeah.
So I would step in and I would start to kind of generate magically that wind from my blades, and it would kind of... I'm taking both of my blades and I'm spinning them very, 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 very quickly, and it keeps going faster and faster and faster. And then the wind starts to kick up more and more and more, and that dust that she brought into the arena and made start to coat them starts to assault them a little bit more.
I redirect the dust towards her blades to help her emit
Holy
better.
shit, you guys are so good together. Okay. So are you giving your enemies a shift visually, right? Because they can't see
I'd
you?
like to... Yeah, I'd like to give them a -10 at least. They are. Their senses are dulled. The smell, the only smell is dust, is in their eyes. It's rushing past their ears.
Okay, we're gonna do... Yeah, we're gonna do a -10 shift for those rolls. Don't let me forget, because I'm technically rolling for them, and I'm doing a million things at once, so I promise I won't do it on purpose.
I will loyal you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Okay. Who's next?
I believe it's me this time.
Right. You're not on the turn order,
Yeah.
but I will add you.
Oh, that's fine. I figured I'd share it with Vega.
Oh, perfect. That makes my life so much easier. Thank you, Dan. Go for it.
Yep, no problem. Yeah, so there was a couple of things I heard that were very interesting. Namely, this fellow dripping up above is potentially a not quite yet met apprentice of some kind. And I'm kind of the current one in this little instance here. So I might be able to draw on power that's not mine, namely Vega's, and draw on this little guy's power with a new orb, as I already have 2. And I think a third one would be an excellent little addition.
Okay.
So I'd like to take that orb into me.
All right.
I would allow it.
Go ahead and roll.
So my sheet is from when I was a fleshy boy with some baby magic. Would it be fair to say
roll,
that
Yeah,
Vega
let
could
Vega
roll for me?
Yeah, let's have Vega roll for you. I love that.
That would be great.
I think you'd get a 10 shift because Baker is helping you.
Yep.
And it's the orb and she's allowing it. 23 success.
All right. What do we see?
Perfect. My jaw dislocates as I detach myself from her belt and begin to float next to her, and I quite literally eat this orb. It begins to swap with my other 2 orbs and eyes, so there are now 3 cycling through.
Okay. And what will this do?
Well, if they try to use this boyo up here, I'm interfering with that now directly, as he is now effectively me for this moment.
Okay.
I'm taking his power into myself.
All right. Who's next?
It is me, but I'm holding my turn reactively.
Okay.
It's me next. Seeing Arufir attack with that gunblade, I think it reminds me that I have mine. And I'm going to toss my halberd a bit further back behind me and pull out my gunblade. I'm going to fire at Cerise. And I'm going to take a 10 shift because over the past, I want to say days, but time has been confusing across different worlds, but I've been collecting, remembering, seeing the memories of this other Razroth, and this other Razroth was proficient with ranged weapons, so I'm going to pull on that to bolster my attacking prowess as well.
Okay.
And I'm going to take another 10 shift and have this very plain aid my bullets because it's mine.
Yes, absolutely. Woo!
16 success. As I fire directly into the same leg that I struck earlier of Cerise.
Can you do me a favor, Raz, and roll a 1d4?
Okay. 4.
You get to change the environment for this next round.
I have.
I would like to react after the shot. I would like to empower the shot if possible.
To do extra damage?
Yes.
Oh! Sorry, I just got so excited. I didn't mean to speak over you. Go ahead and roll.
Okay. As I have previously bolstered Razroth before, using the power of his own soul and will to fight, I'm going to give myself a 10 shift for this. And it's a 44 doubles as he shoots into the leg of this creature. And as it does, you notice that if you were to slow down time for a moment, so it's almost like a bullet time effect, you will see that the bullet itself also is encased in this red miasma of Razroth's rage and his will to fight. And as it strikes, it's like a high explosive round, but magical, as it tears everything around it into a void and rips out the other side.
This is double damage. Cerise, this is
You could take his leg off, I don't know, or maybe perhaps go into the other leg too.
Cerise? Are we removing your leg? Okay.
If it's dangling, I'll just rip it off for him.
Ah, yes. Get rid of it. I don't need it.
This is the most pain you've been in centuries. You're feeling it. Okay. Maybe it's not the most pain you've been in centuries. I don't know, but I'm trying to communicate that your hit points are dwindling.
Yes.
All right. Who's next?
My hit points.
You said I can manipulate the environment.
Yes, you
Is
can
that
change
on
the
my
environment.
turn,
Yes,
or-
right now, because your turn.
Right
I'm
now.
gonna have you roll a 1d4, and depending on what you roll, you get to do something in the environment. This is your layer action.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
as that happens, I say, you are right, you have been trapped here for thousands of years, and this is my prison I built for you. And I'm going to try and engulf the other one, not Cerise. Drac cannot remember the character's name, but I'm going to engulf
the one who's fighting you right now.
Auric.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Yes, I'm going to engulf Auric in just the trees and the earth and the mud around us, and I want to move Auric as far away as possible, so it's us against one, at least for now.
Okay. So.
Auric has my leg, just so I'm aware.
Yeah, Auric does have your leg.
Right, wonderful.
So here's what I can do, because you're changing the environment. Basically, I'm allowing you to change the environment so that everybody around you can utilize it for the next round.
Okay.
I don't think you can technically attack and or encase Auric unless he gets to dodge, a chance to dodge. If you'll allow that, then I will allow you to try to encase him.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll your dodge, Auric.
They have a -10.
Yes, that is true.
I would like to use transmutation to not dodge, but turn myself so solid it just all shatters against me.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead and roll your transmutation. Or do you want me to roll for you? I don't know if you have access
I don't have the ability to roll.
Got it. I'm on top of it.
Transmutation. Last I checked.
That should be -10 shift. But I believe it's still a success. Is
Still
that correct?
success,
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
it would be.
So it shatters up against him. But you do successfully change the environment. So anybody who utilizes the new environment can have a +10 shift to whatever you're trying to do this next round. Okay. Vega, you're up. Wait, you already went. Am I not doing the turn order properly?
It should be Erafir now.
Erafir.
Sorry, okay.
think
I'm
it's
on
scuffed.
it. Thank you. Erafir, you're up.
Okay, so the environment is now chaotic woods.
More twisted woods. I guess it'd probably be more dense now because of the trees and woodlands, and the ground would have moved to encase Auric. So it would be dense with some rubble.
And Cerise has got one leg.
Yes.
Cool. That means he doesn't. That means I can catch up to him. I'm chasing him. I slide underneath a vine and a piece of log that expands outwards during this spell, and as I turn, I bring the gunblade around. It's really heavy, so I'm just using my own body weight to just swing it into the direction I need it to go. And hoping that I kill him. I don't know if that counts as me using the environment, but
Yeah, I think it does.
okay. In that case, a 19.
Holy shit. Close, but no cigar. I mean, you succeed. What do we see? But he's not dead, is what I meant to say.
You sure he's not dead? Because as this thing, as I swing it round and it connects with him, I would like to pull the trigger on the gunblade.
Okay. And shoot him.
Okay.
Go ahead and do another roll. Partial
It's
success.
called R1.
I I want to give you bonuses for just calling it R1.
That's fucking
you motherfucker. Yeah,
love
it's partial, so he doesn't
Would a
die.
10 bonus change that?
But he's doing he's been dealt a lot of damage. What do we see actually, Cerise?
I'm trying to hop away, I think. And as I am, there's a trail of blood, and Irfil slides in, striking me, and then and am I dead?
No, not yet.
Wonderful. A chunk of blood splatters as a shoulder is now partially missing from both the strike and the bullet.
Okay, I believe it is your turn, Cerise.
In response, I will, first I'm going to summon Razaroth's leg in place of my own, and begin to try and step back and kick Irfil away.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for it. Or no, I'm rolling for you. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm doing it right now.
Negative 10 shift.
Sorry, what?
Does that really affect him?
Negative 10 shift.
Of just summoning a leg to him?
Okay, fair enough. No, it's not. It's a movement. Yes, thank you.
Plus, we can feel him since he imprisoned us. We know where he is.
That's right.
Fair.
It wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
6. Does this mean Raz loses a leg? Like you've just taken his leg off?
I wish I just tear it and we sort of trade wounds, as
I see.
the tearing of where the viscera was for my leg has been traded with his as I look down, and I have one boot that is his, and mine is somewhere in Oryx's hands, and Razaroth now struggles with the pain that I had, as I am now just nursing the shoulder wound instead.
Raz, do you want to roll your dodge, please? Now we're mitigating damage because people are getting really fucked up.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have a plus 10 thanks to Lear.
Yeah. Are you sure?
Yes, they gave me a shield.
No, I mean, is that all?
Oh, no, there's definitely more.
Okay.
They're casting these spells within, at the end of the day, my domain.
Mm-hmm.
That these have to go through a medium I created.
Yes.
So I'm going to say that it's weaker because of it. It's going against the flow of my river.
Okay.
So it's another 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I think... Yeah. 20 shift. 12 success.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Okay.
Which is double, so. Which was his roll. So, doubled.
Right.
Right.
Doubled.
Okay.
What happened?
Who's next? He's just mitigating his damage.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, you
I
take
go at
my
the
leg,
end.
but...
Is it my turn? Oh no, lads.
Cerise, you have one more move.
Question.
Yes.
Oh, another move. Do I notice? Is it noticeably less pain than I was in?
Yes, absolutely.
It's interesting.
Also, I believe who here has taken damage? Who here has been cut? Yeah, okay. All right. All right, Cerise, go ahead.
I have another action.
You do. You can do something else.
I would like to May I transfer my pain and my missing chunk of shoulder onto Irafir in front of me?
Yeah.
As I hold my hand upon the missing chunk of shoulder and I squeeze, and as I do, I try to fuse the skin back together, and I throw it towards Irafir, and hoping I am able to trade my wounds with his help.
Train my wounds. Okay, all right, go ahead. Roll, and then your fear roll to dodge.
Okay, this is me rolling.
Oh, right. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Thank you, Cerise.
Thank you.
Holy shit! 65 and a 64. Okay. Why don't you go ahead and describe what happens? Your fear, this hurts. You're basically going to get a shoulder wound and, double over, bleed on the floor. It's not going to kill you, but it's pretty painful.
As I throw my hand at you, your shoulder explodes in the same sort of mirroring that happened upon me. A mist of viscera flies off of your shoulder as I do the same towards you.
Okay, thank you.
Question.
Yes, Auric. It's also your turn.
Yes, well, this what the skull did earlier, swallowing the orb from Laz.
Yes.
A completely unstable, gone insane from entropy illusionist mage. Does it have any effect on this skull?
It absolutely does. Would you like to roll to take over the narrative and determine the effect it has? Or do you want to leave it up to me? Yeah, I figured. All right, go ahead.
Well, you should roll for me.
Oh, right. I'm rolling for you. Yes.
Right,
okay,
right,
I'm on top of it. I got it.
Still
I got
minus
it.
10.
What?
Still a minus 10 shift.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this is
God
just
damn.
to see if
38. You succeed. What happens, Auric?
Well, now this skull is just a source of insane illusionary magic, pulsing out another wave of hallucinations, of nightmares, screams from Titus that we heard for months as we turned him into a homunculus right floating next to her face.
Okay, you still have another turn. You guys get
I
two.
get no chance to dodge or
turns per
resist
round.
of any way.
You ate him.
Figured I'd ask.
I don't think so for this.
All right.
We could try. Oh, she did strength of mind. Okay, yeah, because it wasn't doing damage. That's the only reason why I didn't allow her to
right.
mitigate the
No,
damage.
that's
but,
fair.
Yeah.
Yes, that's fair.
All right, Auric. What else would you like to do?
With my now 4 arms sprouting from my body, like to slam all 4 of them into the ground, creating a spike coming up, aiming to cut. Not to kill, but just to cut. The others who have not been bled. Stone just piercing razor sharp through their flesh.
Okay. You can...
Transmutation.
Yep, roll a 1d4, however.
Auric cannot see with
Right,
his mask down.
right,
Hold
that's
on.
right. Nope, I got
no,
it.
Auric is putting his glasses on.
It always takes so long to do this.
You get to attack one of the players, not all of them, unless you roll like a fucking 1 or a critical or doubles or something like that. So you either roll a 1d4 or choose which one you want to cut for me.
Lear.
Okay.
You mean the player, not the character, yes?
27. Lear, you get cut. What happens? What does it look like, Auric?
Well, standing just to the side of where he stands, rocks start to shake and just protrude at lightning speed and just puncture him through his side, wounding him and spilling blood on the ground. And the spike itself is impaled and it snaps up inside him.
you not get to dodge?
Yeah, go ahead and mitigate your damage. Go ahead and roll your dodge.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm refreshing your camera right now.
That's all right.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do at this point? I suppose 60.
Hopefully that doesn't break everything. Okay.
Partial success.
Okay, you still bleed, but you're going to take far less damage. Okay. Who has not gone this round? I think it's Vega. What? Or sorry, Estrella. Yes, what was your question?
I do have one question.
Yep.
Was the turn for the skull and Laz, was that Laz or was that me?
That was Laz, and I
Laz.
also forgot you still have another action, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, go ahead. What would you like to do?
Freya is holding a pair of swords, daggers.
She is. Okay, 1 second.
Tim, where did you put your gun?
Wait, you had it. It should be in your host there. On your belt. You used it just moments ago. Good.
Cloak.
So sorry.
What
What did I
thing
miss?
was.
Got nothing.
Nothing? Okay.
I, now on my feet, after punching myself in the face, embarrassingly and painfully. I want to summon speed that I saved from walking slowly for a year while busy.
Dude, that's sick. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
And then I want to just dash towards Estrella, ripping at her skin with my bizarre clawed taloned fingers.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and roll for you. Estrella, go ahead and roll your dodge. Oh no!
I got a
Yes. Holy shit! So for those listening, Auric rolled 44 doubles and Estrella rolled a 1. I think. Holy shit. So technically, I think, is this not a tie, sort of? Because 33 is the one that trumps the... Yep, go ahead. What's your idea?
As I, with blazing speed, I dash towards her, but reflexively she brings up her daggers and meets my claws, and we just freeze there with a deafening clang, frozen, staring at each other.
Yeah, they kind of like negate each other. Because 33 would typically beat a critical 1 success, but this is a 44, so I think they're about the same. So if you guys are okay with it, you're going to cancel each other out. Fucking what? Holy shit. Okay.
I'm getting real fucking tired of you weaponizing my grief against me. And it's my turn.
Yeah, go for it. What do you do?
So I'm gonna go ahead and call forth my double, and we are gonna go ahead and try to make a vicious attack for this fucker in front of me.
Yeah, go for it.
Would I have any sort of a shift due to the critical, or?
Yes.
Would we leave that? Okay.
I also have 3 other hands to defend myself.
I gave you a 20
54
shift.
success.
Okay, so you succeed, and I also succeeded on your dodge, so you're just going to take far less damage, Auric. But what do we see? She still does damage to you.
I'm
She
standing
chops
there
off
holding.
one of the arms.
Okay.
If you like.
Well, I'm standing there holding my blades crossed because I'm fighting you off, and my double comes up from behind and just fucking lunges for one of your arms.
God. Okay. He takes off one of your
I think you
arms.
deserve a little bit of that
I
pain.
was starting to like
Okay. I believe that's it, right? That's everybody doing a full round. Cool.
Yes.
Meanwhile,
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Who's up?
Just take my hand.
You're
I
muted.
honestly can't remember
Oh yeah, okay,
who's
sorry,
up.
you're not. You can't remember?
I was making you a baby. It's your turn.
Oh, that honor.
I'm going to roll and then tell you what I do.
Holy shit. Okay.
I'm gonna take no shift.
86 failure.
It's the baby magic. I'm just not feeling as powerful as I was.
What do we see you start to do, though?
I try to reach out for Jude and try to pull her to me, but she doesn't move a muscle.
Okay. Jude, you're up.
I want my sword back.
Okay. You have a critical 1 from Vega that you can use now, or you can bank. Up to you.
I'm banking it.
Okay.
If you want to come and get it.
I reach my hand
Wait,
out.
hold on. Is this Blackbird I'm hearing?
Jude,
Thank you.
I need you to understand something that you're missing. Fire is the heart of alchemy. Pull it into yourself.
Yes. I pull the fire into myself.
Okay. I have chills. Go ahead and roll.
Oh my god.
No, again. Try again.
One more time. You've got this.
58 success.
Reborn from the ashes.
Don't forget your shifts. Don't forget the river. Literally using predefined stuff. Okay. Jude, you're-
Sorry, I'm gonna step in here quick
Yep.
again as a rules lawyer, as
Yep.
I've established
Please
myself.
do. Yep.
Didn't she have a critical success
She's
that was
banking
traded
it.
to her?
She's choosing to
I'm
bank it. I
banking it.
asked her the first thing if she wanted
Thank
to
you,
use
my
it or bank
mistake.
it. Nope, it's all right. Please,
I'll step back.
please lawyer me because Jude, you're not doing so great, and I really don't want to kill my best friend's character the first time she's on my show. So yeah, please, fucking rules lawyer. All right.
Can I do a third roll for this? So the way that I was thinking is Blackbird told me to do it. So I did it. I failed miserably. So I'm imagining that I'm causing myself pain again. I'm starting to feel the fire again. And then I hear their voices saying, try again. And I heard Vega and I heard Lear. I rolled once to respond to Vega. Can I roll again to respond to Lear? I want to try this 3 times.
Rule of threes. I will allow it. However, you did succeed. Are you gunning for like a critical right now? Your second roll succeeded.
I know.
I'll allow it. I trust you. You're doing something.
It's not right to not
You've got
listen to
this.
all of them. And do I have a shift on this one?
Don't ask me. Or I won't give it to you. Holy
22
shit!
doubles.
22
There you
doubles.
go.
Okay, I cannot believe that. All right, go for it. What happens?
I pull the fire into me, and like Blackbird said, fire is alchemy, and alchemy is life. Everything that you see around you is chemistry. Everything that you see that ever existed or ever will exist is alchemical.
We've got
I
this.
heal myself using the
got
fire.
Reborn.
I heal myself using the fire, and using that power, I raise my hand and I pull my sword towards me. And I am pulling the gun blades as well. I'm pulling the gun blade and the blades that were broken beside me. And I want to melt it all back into my blade.
All right.
This is mine.
Titus, you're up.
Jude, are you still lit aflame?
I'm glowing from within.
She consumed the
physically,
fire.
no.
Yeah, physically, no.
That's what I thought. Gotcha. Then I'm going to roll observe, but not as my action, just to dictate what I do.
Okay.
I don't see it, but it is doubles.
What do you think happened?
Excellent. Oh, I know what happens.
Okay. All right.
I cast a protective bubble around myself, similar to what I've seen Arrow do in the past, slowing time around me in preparation for my next move.
But it's failure doubles. So what happens?
No, I was rolling the observe to what
okay,
happens
okay,
there.
yeah. Okay. What were you trying to observe? Just out of
I was
curiosity.
trying to see if she healed or not.
Yeah. Okay.
I just
so
see
you
the
have no
flames go
idea.
in.
Yeah.
I go magic.
Okay.
I go cool.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. Makes total sense. Okay. What do we see?
I extend my palm to the ground and try to summon a swarm of spiders to make this protective barrier benumb come to my aid. You also would see me shrink down just a little bit slower as Jude's Benjamin Button baby magic takes its toll further on me.
When I had you roll the 1d4, it was to see how many rounds you could last before this Benjamin Button bullshit really comes to a head. So you've got one more round. You rolled a 1. Sorry.
Sweet.
Yep. Try to reverse it or do something before the next round is over. All right, Jude, you're up.
I begin walking towards him, and I'm holding my sword. And I know that this is not... I don't have anything waiting for me on the other side of this other than pain. I know that that debt is coming for me. I can't let him get to them. And I don't want to do this the way that I've done this fight so far. I'm Jude Van Blakeguard. I fight with honor. And I take steps forward. And I'm going to use this one. This critical one. And I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna run him through with my blade. And in a swift movement, I'm gonna decapitate him. And I'm not doing it with magic. I'm killing him the way that I always... It's with honor. There is no joy. I collapse to my knees. And as I wait for all of the debt to catch up, the fire, the pain, I just look up at the sky and I think of them.
She's always been the strongest.
She did it again. That's my drill instructor.
And she'll do it again and again and again and again.
Forever.
They'll find me again. And hopefully, I did my duty.
What do we see?
Thank you.
Right now, Jude.
We see Jude I'm on my knees, and I'm looking at the sky, and the flames that I had just pulled into my heart begin to erupt from them. And encase my body and in a bright, white, hot light, I disintegrate.
All the way back in episode 8 or 9, Jude asked me for help. She said, I'd like to survive this killing blow using debt magic. And she's choosing to pay it back now. Meanwhile, who's up?
Narrator.
Yes.
Before we start,
Mm-hmm.
may I roll an... What would I even roll? May I roll Jude Star Pupil?
Yes.
Just... Okay. I don't sense anything.
Oh no, you both know. You both know.
We do?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Jude.
Jude! It is inevitable.
I take my staff and it's the gunblade staff, and I take Tim's gun and I hold it up in the air and I let the two infuse together, and they have become one at this point, powered by the both of us. And as I'm doing this, I'm distracted. It's like I've got something else going on. I'm doing something else, but whilst I do that, I fire my staff, my gunblade, and out of the top of it comes a beam of light that splits off into multiple orbs that will come down and converge upon Auric. They are infused with the soul magic from Tim's gun, and they are designed to shred his soul apart, create holes.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead and roll.
I'm gonna give it a +20 because I'm using Tim's gun.
Yep.
It's a 9
9.
success.
What happens?
These tiny orbs of light shatter into pieces and they all converge on Auric, and it's like pellets. They just push through him and out the other side of him, and they all it's none of them are inside him. They've all escaped him, and in their wake, they've left these pinholes of light that are shining brightly all the way out of him. So he's now shining this sort of soul light.
Okay. Who's next?
That would be me.
Yep. All right, Tim, what are you doing? Oh, you need to roll something.
All right.
Vega, can you roll? Can you roll like a mental ability or match? You can do magic too. It's basically to turn off the pulsating fear effect that Tim has right now on the lot of you. 31 success.
31 success.
All right. Now, Tim, what would you like to do? I'm sorry.
I'd like to do something I've done before.
All right.
But at a much higher volume.
All
now
right.
that I have access to a bit of Vega's illusion magic.
All right.
I'd like to split off into 50 different Tim skulls and surround Laz, spinning violently, obstructing his view from these two, making it very difficult for them to access any of the magic they're pulling from him.
I see. Okay. Go ahead and roll, Vega, for Tim. 49 success.
49 success.
Suddenly there are 50, did you say?
I did.
50 illusory Tims.
I don't know if they're illusionary. I've done this before, and they were physical.
So you're making them physical. She rolled
Yes.
illusion magic. That's why I chose to do that. So, okay. All right.
This is Vega's illusion magic.
Yep, made
and
physical.
Vega's learned to make it real.
All right. Sounds good. Who's next?
It would be me.
B.
Yes.
I would like to react,
Mm-hmm.
but would I be able to just step in, essentially, instead of reacting to bolster somebody else's attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
You basically get to
And
take your turn whenever because you're reactionary. You're holding
Okay.
it. Yep.
I rolled, speaking of holding it, I've rolled to see if I'm holding it together after this sudden,
Yeah.
almost just
Yeah.
instinctual, just realization, and I did with a partial success. I am going to divert my attention to Razroth, and I'm just going to say that this isn't real, and if it's not real, if this isn't real, this isn't real. And if it is, we have the power to make it not real. And I'm going to bring my left hand up towards Razroth, and it's going to occlude where his leg was. I'm going to pull down, and as I do, I'm not trying to regrow his leg, but I'm trying to extend this bubble, this silhouette of him, of his energy, in order to support and stabilize him.
Okay.
All right. That would be a
Wow.
24 success.
Okay.
So, visually what you would see, so Razroth just had his leg completely dematerialized and reapparate on somebody else's body. Just as that happens, you see a gout of ephemeral blood spurt out of where this leg would be. As that happens, you see this red glow that kind of almost emanates from his person. It almost looks physical, like if you were there in the area, you would see light lensing around it, and right where his leg was, you will see that red, almost capsule, close closer towards his thigh, and then form what would look like where his leg would be. His leg is still there, as far as he knows, as far as he cares, his leg is there to work for him until the end of this fight.
Okay. Now you may go.
And I would
Raz.
like to.
Oh,
I would
yes.
actually like to jump on top of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I appear beside Raz. And I look over at Leia and I go, "Oh, this is perfect. Good form." And I get low. And from the ground, next to this ephemeral leg, wood from the ground grows up into this space. It fills the space. It's got this dark wooden texture with this green and gold sort of line running into it. These intricate details. His leg will be his leg again, like this. using Lear's ephemeral structure, it looks proper. It was not going to, but it looks pretty good now. And as long as he is standing here, he has a stronger connection to this place. As long as that foot is touching the ground.
That is perfect. I think I had taken a knee when my leg was taken, and the pain and the pained breathing as he tried to suck in the screams begin to fade and relax, and it turns into almost laughter, and he chuckles underneath his breath and just goes, I appreciate it, Lear and Blackbeard. Okay, and I'm gonna stand up onto my feet, my new foot, and firmly plant that on the ground. And I'm going to do what I messaged you, PB.
Let me read it.
Do I need to roll for it?
Yeah, oh yeah,
It's already been
absolutely.
taken.
No, you don't need to roll for it. So what we do when we do this kind of magic is we now roll for your damage, essentially, or for whatever. Yeah. So I wish I had the ability to do this. So narratively, I just need you all to understand. I would look it up if I could, but I can't because I'm doing a million things at once. Why don't you tell everyone what you're doing, and we'll hope somebody in chat knows the exact, or can look it up for the exact number.
So when Cerise took my leg, it was the leg that was, from what I said, broken when you were all facing the prosecutor and I was knocked out. And I've taken blows before. The prosecutor's blow was strong, but shouldn't have been enough to knock me out immediately. And the reason it did knock me out is because I'm taking those turns now. Everything I missed in that battle, I'm taking those turns right now as dead. And as I stand up with unnatural speed, it's almost like you can't tell if I'm moving fast or if everything else, you've all been slowed down, but I'm taking every single one of these turns against Cerise, and when I'm done with Cerise, against Auric.
Okay. So narratively, guys, I'm not going to be able to get the exact number, but narratively, I would, if I could, I would go watch the fucking VOD and I would find out how many turns he missed and he'd get that exact number. But right now, we're going to roll, you get 4 no matter what, and then roll a 1d4. Mm-hmm. We'll add on top of it.
1d4. Okay.
I think it was 4 rounds, says somebody in the chat. That's what I thought too, but I'm going to give him some bonus because this is mega fucking creative. 5.
So I only rolled a 1, so
Balls.
5
total.
total.
So 5 turns, yep. So you get to do 5 actions.
Okay.
And you want them all now, or do you want to do... Yes, take them now.
Yeah, they're all going to be now. Yep. I'm enraged, I think.
Yep.
I'm at the point of rage where I'm not yelling or screaming. I'm manic, I think. I'm laughing to myself as I'm reminded of the danger that we're in. The cries of Titus reminds me of what these people have put my loved one through. Seeing Arufir take a hit, their shoulder being almost blown off. I'm going to take all of those as plus 10s, plus my rage.
Holy shit, okay. All right then.
And if I can, I have 2 hearts right now.
You do.
I'm going to use twice the life force that I'm using in my quite literal life force gun to increase the damage regardless.
Okay.
I would argue that you are drawing it from the planet itself.
Yes, actually, yeah. That's what adds to it. I like that, yes.
This sort of build-up of power, you would sense and panic at first. Cerise, something's happening. We're so close. We're almost there.
It is unfortunate, but it seems our fate is being questioned by the destiny of others.
And I'm going to take my 5 turns.
It's not what we thought. Something else.
Oh, something more.
Partial success for a flash
27,
shot.
93. Just gonna put the rolls up on the screen for those watching. Go ahead. 23.
23 for the second. And these are Cerise first.
Yeah,
As I'm
okay.
firing into the other leg.
Okay.
Each one. And then.
Oh my
3
God,
success
okay.
For the third one.
Yep.
This cannot
Gonna
be.
go again. 84 partial. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. And the final one, I'm going to put this one into Auric. There's a very suddenly switch and fire at Auric. 98 partial.
Okay. So what do we see? Raz. It's a flurry of blows, but how do you think this looks?
So Raz is very almost scarily silent as he just slowly walks forward, firing these shots one after the other. But superposed over him, you see that again, that demonic creature we all saw in the old wood when he let the rage take over, and it's huge. You can see it's taking step after step and breathing in deeply as it can smell the scent of Auric's exposed soul from Vega's attack. And within the chest of Razroth and this spectral superposed being on him, you can see a fiery glow, almost as if he had eaten a sun, and it's emanating through his skin.
How do you kill Cerise?
I fire several shots into the leg, and then as I'm walking again very calmly, I raise my gun blade to Cerise's head, but before I even fire, this demonic creature that is superposed over me reaches down through the physical manifestation of Cerise and plucks the soul from them and puts them, drops it into their mouth. And then physical Razroth fires, but there was no need to.
Oh shit. Who's next?
Question.
Yes.
As a partial success is my reaction.
Yes.
I would like to, having all the speed that I had saved up still, move slightly out of the way so it hits both myself and the woman right across from me who is right against me, wounding us both. Her very mildly, but enough to break the skin.
Straya, you can roll to dodge. Auric, I will allow you to try to misdirect this, but you're going to take double the damage.
But more just kind of turn so we both get hit.
Yes, I will allow you to do it, but you will take more damage to do it.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead and roll to dodge, Estrella.
I don't know if I would have the capacity to, because I would be looking at Razroth just
shocked.
Emotion, like absolutely shocked.
All right. Then you can take a shift for, choosing RP over min-max for your next roll, but you are hit and you do bleed.
So close. It's not what we thought, Cerise.
Who's next?
Something else, something more.
I think I've already used my reaction.
Yep.
So it's Erifir now.
It's Erifir, yep.
All right. Raz walked over towards where I was with Cerise, I think, and he's doing all this stuff. He's shooting all these shots, And as he's doing that, I get behind him again and I lean against him for a moment. My right arm is just unmoving. My gunblade is in the left, and as I'm leaning close to him, I get close to his ear and say, "You know what that was? That was king shit." And then I lunge towards Auric with the gunblade with my left arm, and this one is going to be just a sort of chaotic lunge forward.
All right, go for
I think. A horrific failure.
Okay. What happens?
As I stumble forward, I lunge just awkwardly, and I think more than perhaps anything that Auric does, I think it's just a wild lunge, and this wave of weakness covers me because I've never felt so human.
Yeah.
I've never suffered such damage. I've never had to suffer blood loss and pain and the complete loss of a limb, at least in this situation. So it's just it's more like I'm falling forward. So it's a wild swing as I stumble forward, and I think that's just about it, unless they do anything to me.
Do you, Auric? No, you already reacted to get Astrea. Yep, you got Astrea hit.
I just stumble forward. My sword probably goes into a tree to stop myself from completely falling over, and then I just drag it down the tree and look over to whoever's doing whatever's next.
Okay. I believe. Yes.
I have my reaction still.
Yep. So now you can take a turn.
Yeah, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to attempt to go ahead and kick Auric away from me. I've been trying to fight him off this entire time, and now I'm getting hit, so I'm trying to kick him away from me and towards my double, who has her blades extended, ready to impale him.
Right, okay.
Okay. So I guess I would use my melee attack then for that?
With shifts if you've got them.
Yes. I'd have the 10 for what we did, where I took the damage.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be it. 95 failure.
Okay, what happens? Is he... I mean, it could be as simple as he's just so fucking fast. He's literally walked slowly for thousands of years to save up death magic for this. But also...
Yeah, I'm trying to wriggle free. I can't.
Yeah.
It's just... He's got a hold.
Okay. Auric, I believe that's you.
Yes.
Do you want to do
How
you
would
first or
Cerise
Laz
sound?
first?
I'll do me first.
Okay. Go ahead.
Holding right with Astrea, looking her in the eye, and slowly turning my head to the one who has lit me up, literally. I release Astrea and I dart towards Vega, readying to attack. But instead of slashing, I pretend I'm going to do the same thing. But instead, I do something very simple. And I sharpen some of the strands of the hair that are over her forehead, attempting to cut her.
All right.
The simplest of transmutations.
Yeah.
Please roll for me.
Yes, that's right.
Now, it is transmutation, so I do get a shift.
That's right.
It's something I could, and it is quite easy. This is basic stuff.
Yeah.
And I was faking.
Success. Fuck. Okay. Now what?
I stop. I stop. I fall to my knees. Yes! Cerise, we have done it! We can ascend! I start to move towards Laz again, trying to smash my way through the skulls flying around him.
I assume you're using your second move to do this?
Mm-hmm.
Have we done it?
No shift on this.
I would like to use a reaction after a roll.
Yeah. Go for it. What are you doing?
Well, depending on what he does, I guess it doesn't matter. Because in front of Lear, there is a very bright, blinding light all of you cannot see. No one can see right now. It burns, it hurts. And as the light begins to recede, with a gun blade in hand, you see Jude standing in front of Lear. At the ready, glowing faintly, pulsating, maybe a little unsteady, but she is there.
How is that so? I felt you go.
The fuck?
Jude?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's too late.
I'm allowing it. Okay. Yep. What the fuck? Hold on. I'm just putting her cam on the fucking overlay because I wasn't expecting that. But hey, yes, and let's fucking go, bitch. Oh my god. Okay. Yes, I'm rolling for you, Auric, right now. No shift on this, I said. I'm rolling Laz's, no shift.
Oh! Oh! Finally, after all these years.
Oh my god, for those listening, he rolled a 1! Oh, Jesus
That bumps
Christ.
his skill up.
Yeah, so,
No.
Auric and Cerise, do you want to describe what happens as you finally succeed at your ascension? However, who you think you're ascending into is not who you're ascending into.
Laz. What is happening?
A week's time.
It's different.
It's no.
6.
No, it's not.
There's 6 of us.
We are not Garoon.
What? What do you mean?
Who are we? Who are we?
Who?
We were wrong.
No. Where is Cerise? Where's Cerise? Where?
What does it look like? You both can work together if you like.
I think that the two of us there next to each other and Cerise close by, we can just yank him over to us. Just all start to meld together in a gross, thickening, fleshy goop. Congealing and twisting and writhing together.
It's time.
Jude, I was not expecting you to enter the fight. You can do something, if you like, while they are in the middle of this ascension. What would you like to try to do?
You see that this Jude is not quite Jude. I'm glowing with a fire. And I slowly step forward. And I wrap my arms around them. And I would like to burn them as they ascend.
It is time.
You gotta roll a critical 1 success, Jude, because Laz rolled a 1. to do any damage or do anything here. Like, I don't, unless you want to do something else.
33.
Yeah, or 33.
That's 2%.
Yeah.
Jude, you've already sacrificed yourself once. You don't need to do this. There's another way.
Jude.
Live well. What do I need to roll?
Alchemy, I suppose, off your sheet. It's the best we
Yeah.
got.
Don't you have a Banks critical?
No, she used it to kill
I
Titus.
used it.
Never mind.
Yep, but thank you.
Don't
That would have been
Tom.
so fucking good.
Never mind, yes, never mind.
So good, dude.
Don't mind me.
Yeah.
Can I roll to intercept Jude?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I may allow it. What are you doing?
Can I roll to assist?
63 partial. I want to try and grab Jude's hand, and I want to gather everybody up, actually. There's only one way we can stop this, and I need you all to trust me. This isn't our den. This isn't our den. This is their den.
Must bow.
We've done everything we can do for this place. Everything we can do. And it's not in our hands anymore. It's in the hands of those who came before us. We can't look back. We have to look forward. Always. You have to look forward.
Always. Always.
I need you to trust me. And I'd like to take... I take the hands of Leah and Jude, and I gesture them to take the hands of Rhea and Razroth and Erevir. And I look around us all and I say, 6. There are 6. And I turn to Blackbird. And I make a small gesture with my hand as Tim rejoins Blackbird.
Oh,
And I'd like for all of us to try to ascend.
All right. Go ahead and everybody roll for me.
I would like to give everyone a 10 shift.
All right.
I consumed the soul of someone currently ascending, so I know I have some of that at the very least to help aid this.
Okay.
I would
I would
also
like
like
to
to do
give-
exactly the same,
Okay.
because I've done that as well.
So that's 20 shift for everybody.
I'd like to give a shift because I've heard Garun before. Garun has spoken to me, and I know what we need to become.
Yeah, okay. That's 30 shift for everybody.
What are we rolling?
Your best fucking stat. You can use whatever you want as long as it's justifiable.
Whatever you believe in yourself strongly enough to do.
Yeah. Oh my god! So the successes, I'm sorry, I'm just my heart.
Jude.
Of course. Fuck, Jude. Oh. All right. Can everybody read out their rolls for the people listening?
I rolled a 10. Success.
I rolled a 35 success.
I rolled a 14 success.
A 43 success.
A 90 failure.
I rolled a 27 success.
So we're not stopping the ascension between Laz, Auric, and Cerise. Well, technically, what's left of Cerise, he's dead and gone. But Laz is ascending, and he's choosing to take Auric with him. They are ascending into what is already known in the world, because remember, time is not linear. Their lore persists already as the Deacon. And I believe those who succeeded the role can choose to ascend and become Garoon. Who is choosing to do this? Everyone who succeeded can choose to do so or not.
Not without Jude.
Australia?
Yeah.
I trust Vega.
Jude. Do you want to go?
I want to be where I'm needed.
Well,
I would
What will
like
you do?
for Leah and I to roll for Jude, because we have always supported each other, and when one of us fails, the other two will always pick them back up again.
Always.
I will.
I look at Vega.
Yeah, I will allow that. Blackbird, were you about to equal trade?
Oh, I was about to do something.
Yeah, all right.
But I want them to roll first.
Yeah. Go ahead, you two. Success and partial
It's a 41.
success. What do you think happens?
May I interject here?
Yes.
I think Vega and Lear are reaching out as hard as they can with their hearts towards Jude, with all the love. Jude is about to fall, but instead, she begins to rise off of her feet, away from you. As she floats ever upwards, light begins to expand into a sphere. Jude, what color is that sphere?
It's gold.
Gold. As she continues to rise, she grows. This beautiful ball of light. It's getting larger, but further away, as she becomes a son of Din, to watch over those she loves, to help the life grow, to always be there. And you can feel her love as it basks over your shoulders.
Raz, are you going to ascend or stay behind?
I want to be where Arufa is.
Era?
Whether that's ascended or on the mortal plane, I don't care.
Era?
I take his hand and I say, at the end of all of this, I knew you would become Garoon. However, However, I became something else. And when I became that thing, I sent myself back to that apartment with no magic to spend our last human moments together. Look at that horizon. It's the end, but it's also the beginning. Love is a ring. I put my hand to his cheek and disappear.
I cry. Just uncontrollable tears as I ascend.
My grip tightens on Vega's hand, and I look her in the eye. I think I can't really see all that much. I've been staring at the sun, this new sun unblinking. I give her an assuring smile and nod. Always.
Always.
And I follow her cue.
I take one last look back at the sun. And I send.
Estrella. You're the last one.
Alone again, I guess?
No.
I'm standing right here. It's terribly rude.
Yeah, I'm kind of floating here too.
Yeah.
You know what I meant? Can you tell me if he's actually dead, Blackbird?
I really want to give you a ridiculous answer, but no.
Tell him I'm sorry.
Of course.
And tell him goodbye.
Of course.
What a tangled web we weave. Huh? Nice, and
I need all of those who chose to ascend into Garoon to come back for just a moment. Perfect. I don't mind who goes first, but I need you to decide if you become Garoon of one, or if you become Garoon of many and you do not have to choose the same. You either will spend the rest of your existence trimming the fat of realities to try to prevent the eventual death of the universe, or you will fight to protect the natural order the way you feel things should be.
I will become the Gurun of many. To protect protect the others. Any other Arufis out there. And the world they live in.
There was only ever one. I also like to think that every time Eru and I were having that playful dialogue, that part was Raz. That gentle Garoon with the apprentice was always you. Estrella, what about you?
The Garoon of many.
Yeah.
I'm a fighter. That's all I've ever done. Grown of many.
Vega or Lear.
In this moment, all I have ever wanted is to belong, is to make sure that those who had sworn themselves to me for some stupid reason would be safe, that we would be together, that I would protect them as much as they would try and protect me. I want to be one. However, I recall our side chat at the high rise. No matter where. I mean, the Vega I know and the Jude I know. We weren't from the same reality anyway. That needs to be preserved. Kinship and bonds the way we had transcend mere reality. And so, I choose many.
I think back on everything I've experienced, traversing across timelines, across these worlds, about how all the people I've loved are not even from the world that I thought I knew, and about how much worse my life would have been if I hadn't known them. And I know in my heart that I can't just fight for one universe. I can't fight for one world. I can't fight for one thing, because there is life everywhere that needs to be lived. And I fight for that. I ascend into the Garoon of many, and as I do so, the scars on my face expand and enlarge until they cover me completely.
Looks like it's just the three of us left.
Yeah, it would be the case. Hey, Lucky? You kind of broke some of your own rules there, or at the very least bent them.
Well, they needed a little help.
I mean, yeah, clearly. Well, I'll go have some fun.
In what way?
I don't know. Just go look around. We were talking about some mountains that had a cow talking at one point. It sounded kind of neat.
Mm-hmm. I suppose. Do you think there are other people that might need maybe just a touch of help? Just a touch.
I could probably think of a few, yeah.
Do you know what's nice? We are done observing this. Because it's done.
Yeah. I guess it is, huh?
You choose the destination. I'll get us there.
Alright, I gotta think on that.
Mm-hmm.
Stars, water, mountains, what you thinking?
Water sounds fun.
Alright. Let's, I don't know, let's find something underneath the oceans that can talk.
Oh, I know something I'm going to show you. Hold on. And he opens up the big portal that looks like water.
Okay. Well, I don't have to breathe. You don't either, right?
No, I'm fine. After you, I want to see your reaction going through first. Go ahead.
If this is another one you... I can't... Alright. Yep, going on. If this is another one of your pranks, I swear to God.
No,
I guess swear to Garoon. Can I do that now?
No, oh, yes.
Oh, you shithead. Alright, Lucky, you better be right behind me.
I am right behind you. Go ahead.
Alright. Yep. See you, where we go next.
Got him. Of course. Now, you must remember, you are and always have been playing a cosmic theremin. Every choice you make, a hand gesture, creating a note that complements the notes of those around us. There is no sheet music to follow. And you may not always hear the music, but it is always there, humming around you. The magic of the universe. And in those moments when you feel your life is a solo, remember you are, in fact, part of a grand orchestra that has always been playing the universe's opus. Every note has its place, its purpose, its impact. And whether at the beginning or end, we are part of the only song the universe will ever sing. And you played your part with gusto. Remember, you are, always have been, and always will be part of a cosmic masterpiece. And even in moments of silence, the music continues.
Hello! There are a million people on this screen. I'm gonna fix it. Y'all talk. Go. I'm doing it right now.
Oh, here, I can make it easy for you there. All right.
Oh, no. You don't have to do
I'm
that.
kidding.
Okay, now I'm missing. Where the fuck are the. Where's Trench and where's Cord? God, this is absurd. Cord, are you here?
I am naked.
Oh, right. Okay.
He has ascended. Look at his form.
Oh, God. Okay.
Way to remove table story.
It's closed.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I am...
Me too.
I got this, I got this. That was incredible. Shall we shout out?
Something else.
No, that's lame.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I don't...
It's so
Okay.
cringe. I
You
mean,
know
come
what
on.
is tradition, though? Is Brad to do a roast.
You want me to break the tension?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, right now.
Right now?
Yes.
All right.
Uh-oh.
I can't do it to this music though. Do you have something?
All right, all right, all right. Oh, you know what? I
Even
do actually. I do.
godlier.
I do. Hold up, hold up. I am on top of it. I'm on top of it. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it though.
Orange soda.
Oh God. Because it's not on this profile.
If I can't hear it, I don't want it.
You don't. Hold on. Just hold the line, okay? I think I got it.
Hold.
Maybe.
Make sure it's DMCA-able so I can't be liable for anything I'm about to say.
Yeah. Okay. All
I wasn't
I want it to be auto-muted.
right. Oh shit! Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, you guys are gonna be able to hear this. Ready? All right. Let's fucking go.
I knew it.
All right. The roast of Kingmakers. Let me just check this thing.
I'm not getting a mic. Oh my god.
Hold on. There we go. Okay. Some of you are not gonna like the jokes I'm about to make, but unlike Aerofear, when it's all said and done, I'm not gonna be able to turn back time and make you less of a pussy. Okay? So. Here we go. There were so many gay couples in this show that the real apocalyptic event approaching Din was birth rate decline. Johnny showed up at one point looking like Danny Zuko with muscular dystrophy. Not many people know that Johnny took an acting class at the Connor, Alabama School of Breathy Acting just before this show began, which is ironic because I think all of us simply want Johnny to stop breathing. You wouldn't mind obliging that, Johnny. Johnny's character spent a lot of time as a four-legged homunculus creature, which is a strange thing considering that Johnny lives in a wooden box in his parents' backyard like a dog.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck.
Johnny's style makes it really hard for women to describe him to the cops' sketch artist. Every image they draw ends up looking exactly like Shailene Woodley in the closing scenes of Their Fault in Their Stars. I've never seen that movie. But that's what you look like. That's what you look like.
That's right. That's good.
You look like her. Johnny showed up in the last episode with some real big dick energy, in that he looked like a huge uncut penis. Go back. Go back and look at it.
That's really good.
That's what he looked like. We finally have two beautiful black faces in the same show, and PB decided the best course of action would be to cast them as brothers. So, good job. Drac has made a career out of guesting on TTRPG shows, as opposed to Murgles, who has a real job. Don't worry about it. It's no secret that everyone wants to fuck Drac. However, along with Aerofear, Drac continually only fucked the audio.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Although I think Trench gave you a run for your money today. Being in a relationship with Drac for a whole year taught me one really important thing. I like girls.
I see that on my screen. Fuck.
Maya was like the Eddie Murphy of the show. It's because Maya has two standout things in common with Eddie Murphy. One is that he played all the NPC characters in the background of the show, as well as like 3 of the main cast. The other thing that Maya has in common with Eddie Murphy is that he isn't funny or interesting in real life.
Terrible.
Maya's character's weapon in the show was a sword that would suck up wounds and enemies like a vacuum cleaner, which is not too dissimilar to Maya's personality in real life, which also really sucks.
Oh my god!
You thought that one was bad. Leah spent a lot of time avoiding Erufir. Personally, I think he just didn't like the way I looked. Just another example of Maya avoiding eye contact. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Faye was in one of the episodes, I think. Estrella had such a bad breakup, she didn't buy a vibrator. She fucking cloned herself. They played the Gemini in the show. She got that name because there were 2 of her, which is funny because in real life we wish there wasn't even one.
Damn, what are you, my dad?
Sorry. Faye's shooting me a filthy look there. That's that Irish and Latino wombo combo. Her blood is like Noz for a vampire. Leah adapted suspiciously well to being a small, fiery lesbian. Leah spent half of the show looking like Finn Wolfhard playing David Bowie in a biopic of his final days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going for, actually.
Yeah. Leah was trained by my character in the ways of magic, and if she keeps dressing like that, she's going to be trained by me in the ways of my dick. Leah's character kept accidentally using magic to make things blow up, as opposed to real life, where she neither physically nor mentally was able to grow up. Rhymes. Much like Leah, this show was all about being in superposition, the ability to be in multiple states at the same time. The show had time, space, place, and even the characters all existing at the same time. A lot like Leah in real life, who can simultaneously look, sound, and act like her life isn't falling apart. I'm kidding, I'd love to put her in a superposition, you know what I'm saying? Moguls played a strong, dependable, honourable knight in the show. An exceptional display of acting from her, to be honest. Her character reminded me a lot more of a sort of weapon-focused, knightly Samwise Gamgee, and I couldn't think of anyone better in this cast at taking loads.
Oh my...
Bradley!
You want to get a Lord of the Ring one?
Oh, Jesus.
Merc spent the entire time in a relationship with a short, gay, destructive little maniac. In the show, she was in a relationship with Vega. Jude showed up as an angry butch lesbian, the absolute pinnacle of women's rights and daddy issues, unlike Mergs in real life, who has no daddy. Unless she asked me nicely. Muggles fell down the stairs this week, bruising her legs, her face, her hands, but that was probably less painful than being stuck RPing the final episode opposite Johnny.
Jesus.
Domestic Dan showed up to play a character called the Prosecutor, which is hilarious because, according to the dictionary, a prosecutor is a person, especially a public official, who institutes legal proceedings against someone. While according to a local Seattle dictionary, Domestic Dan is just a prick. Dan has been battling for a long time with a serious affliction, and he's doing really well, and I am really proud of him for somewhat curbing his really awful clothing choices. His cat blinded itself.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Okay.
Oh my god.
Aaron showed up towards the end of the show to play my father, as opposed to real life when my father left at the beginning. Aaron wrote a book called Firewall Down. It should have been called Don't Pick It Up. Don't worry about it.
I agree with
Forget it. Forget it. A lot like Mogul's bedroom time with her German husband, Cord showed up at the last minute in a gimp mask and started getting violent. Also a lot like Murgle's German husband, Trenchmouth showed up at the last minute and got really obnoxiously loud. PB, I hate to tell you that you did it again. You spent a year of your life running a show that tells a story that unfortunately has been told before. It was gone. It's gone again. Just did gone. PB, I hate to tell you that you did it again. You spent a whole year of your life running a show that tells a story that unfortunately has been told before. It was Nocturne. Did it. Do something different next time.
Deserve it. Deserve it.
PB went ahead and told a story where a group of people escaped from a medieval setting filled with archaic practices like executions, inherited power through a monarchy, and magical beings.
I know.
This reflects PB's life journey in no way whatsoever.
Oh my god, I'm so dead.
Oh fuck.
PB only streams 2 days a week. One of those days she spends writing and producing Kingmakers, and after experiencing that writing firsthand, I now see that those other days off were actually disability leave. Okay, here we go.
Lightning round.
PB revealed herself to be a writer on the level of some of the greats, particularly J.K. Rowling, when she decided it would be a good idea to have a black character cause a fresh water shortage. Out of your fucking mind. Lastly, we're almost through. The chat lovingly renamed this show the Thirst Makers, which is absolutely appropriate because spending every week on the pre-call with this many people that I hate forced me to pick up drinking again. So, to the cast of Kingmakers, cheers. Thank you very much. I should let you know, I cut 3 jokes I deemed to be too offensive, so
if you could please write those up. I want to see them.
Can we hear them later? Write them in the group chat.
Absolutely not. No way.
Just leave blanks.
Those were friend-endingly bad.
Friend-endingly bad.
Yeah, that's it. You're welcome.
Should we do a round? Does anybody want to say anything before we, this is it? Or was that it?
I loved this. This was fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.
You did it again. And
yes, thank you.
Again, you pissed me off.
In how good you are at doing this stuff. At how unbelievably
meticulously well you're able to fucking pull off a show that is so captivating for everyone to fucking watch and to play in, and just to keep it at 11 the whole time.
Yeah.
Insanely good. Again, just annoying at this point. And I'm not really saying this as a compliment, because it's literally just insanely difficult to be around such genius all
Shut
the
the fuck
time.
up.
Is this
I
your
don't know
roast?
how the hell you do
is
it.
this your roast? This is your roast.
Yeah, this is just me.
Like you're
and I'm angry. And I'm angry because she's so good at it. And it's always it's an honor to always be in anything that you produce and to be in it. I hope I did the character justice for your show, because the show was incredible, unbelievably well done. Not just by you, PB, by everyone, but just insane. Every time I'm a part of one of these things. Gone, and then this, and Nocturne was ridiculous. So it's so cool, and I know how you feel as well. You've successfully completed what is like a 5-year journey. I know how that feels. It is a whole new scale of accomplishment, and yeah, it was just perfect. You did everything perfectly. It was excellent. Well done.
Yeah.
Thank you. Who wants to say something
was all right.
else? Thank you for the grounding. I appreciate
I'll
it.
embarrass PB next. That'll be cool. I'll embarrass PB. So when I first showed up on Table Story, I think it was Midsummer Mysteries.
Yeah.
And I'd been a fan of Table Story for a long time, and I remember seeing PB was one of the players, and I was like, oh fuck, I am a huge fan. I'd watched Nocturne, I'd watched Go, and I was like, oh, I'm playing with the PB? Fuck. I don't think I told you this until afterwards, because I didn't want to come across as a weird fanboy.
Yeah, you told me.
You
told me midway through Midsummer, and you were like, "I watched all of Nocturne and all this stuff," and I went, "I'm GMing you next."
Yeah. So when you messaged me being like, hey, do you want to play in this? I was like, I didn't finish reading your message. I was like, yeah. I'm playing. I'll be honest with you now, I had a game scheduled for now. I was like, hey, I can't make it. Sorry. And I don't regret it. It was great. I loved every single moment of this game. It was intense. It pushed my role-playing skills to the extreme, especially with the first episodes. That was terrifying. But yeah, I think I've grown. I've watched all of you roleplay, bounce off of each other, and I've stolen bits and pieces of everything you do, and I made it mine now. So thank you.
Hell yeah.
Thief.
Faith.
No,
I mean, there's faith over here. If we're gonna be talking about PB, then I guess I'll step in, because now's the perfect time to do it. Because PB hates, she loves being the center of attention, and she loves being told just how good she is at what she does. So I guess, all right, so I've had the opportunity to roleplay with PB now for a while, like through Kingmakers, through Wild RP, through Spellwind, and the level that she brings to the table, both hers and others, and even things like Wild, never ceases to amaze me. To be on a table here and to be on a system that's been made by her kind of exemplifies exactly like why she is the way she is and why she is as good as she is. The freedom that we had with this show, like the trust that she gave us to make our characters and to be part of this world, has, as Drag said, has been really great. It's given me a chance to grow in ways that I didn't think I could, like I'm not an actor. I've done voiceover stuff before, but until, sitting on, on one of these tables with PB, with Cord, with Brad, it wasn't really anything I thought that I had the ability to do. So I want to say thank you to PB for helping to, allow me to realize a me I didn't know I had. And also subscribe to Orcish.
Yep.
He's very hungry.
I'm gonna say things then.
Been next.
I beat you to it. Get
I'm
wrecked.
going next. What? Oh, okay, fine.
Oh my god.
Don't break your box.
Just
buddy.
almost broke my shack. I'll be swift because PB, you're just being in your presence in the show. Thank you, by the way, for letting me be in the show. I'm honored, and it's the highlight of my Tuesday for the last year, so it's been awesome. Thank you. You're like creative osmosis. Like when people watch you roleplay or produce or storytell, people go, wow, I want to be like that. And I've experienced that firsthand. I'm sure the rest of this cast has experienced it too. So thank you for just always emitting that energy of making us want to be better creatives and better people. Thanks.
Okay, can I go now?
Yeah, you
Bitch?
still have
Thank you.
reverb on your voice. I don't know if you know that or care. I enjoyed your laughing at Brad's roast and reverb, so I said nothing until this moment.
So angelic. It made me feel like more people were
Yeah,
laughing.
yeah,
so I'm
it was great.
If more people could do that, that'd be great.
You're welcome. Yeah. Yeah, I think I agree with everything that has already been said, but I think like one of the hallmark things about PB is just her ultimate generosity. It's like a generosity that just like oozes through every pore, and like I feel that this show is really exemplified. Like the system and the show and the way she GMs, it's all about this feeling of generosity and trust and openness and excitement. And I think that that's something that is very difficult to do, is to foster a creative environment of excitement and generosity where everyone is just, you know, on the same page. And I'll never, ever, ever take for granted the absolute joy that this show was, and the effort that went into it, and what made it beautiful and what made it special, and like a you know, a moment in time, is just I'm just very grateful for everything. And thank you for having me, and thank you for letting me Miss Trunchbull my way through the show. And, unbelievable life experience. Thank you.
Look at how many people are here for you, PB.
Stop.
Do you see this?
I would like
Do you
to
see
say
how many of us? I'm in
That's
the
very
middle of
loud.
saying something, Trench.
I have lagged.
You
I wasn't
bitch.
prepared for this. It seemed like it was done. I mean, we got it, right?
All right, it's time for the second roast. It's Trenchmouth. Scott is done a roast. He's going for everyone's jugular.
I apologize.
No, it's fine, Trench. Go ahead. Your
I
words
have
are more
been-
important than someone who's been on the fucking show since the beginning.
I've been polite to people for a year just to be rude to everybody right now.
Magic.
No, I just want to say, as somebody who has watched, only the first hour of every episode, because I'm not going to stay after at work to watch any more of this, but I've seen the first hour of every episode, so I had a clue of kind of what was going on. But and I knew, and I got to say, like, for most of you who I've been lucky enough to, you know, do RP with in some form on Wall RP, and I've gotten to know a lot of you, and it is honestly staggering to see like what you guys did on the show. Like I was blown. There were so many times when I stayed an extra 2 minutes at work, but that was it, just because you guys were really like just like even then, and Dan, who I don't know that well, but and then Drac too, like Dan came in and was like, who the fuck is this, and brought us some energy, and then Aaron just, I think Aaron just I'm sure he did to you guys too, but he was just like leveling people when he came in. And it's just, it's really just like it blows my mind, and that's probably why I ran out and smeared all this wine all over my face, because I was drinking so much. I was so nervous to be around such talent. But honestly, I mean, I could go on and on. Even a few weeks ago, Drac and Brad had some scene, and it was just like, it was so subtle, like, but powerful. And it was like, it's like, oh, okay, these people I know can do this. Like, that's interesting. Like, it's just been very, like, all over. And obviously I'll let the rest of you go on about how amazing PB is about this, but you all deserve so much credit as well. You're tearing people apart every week, and it's glorious to see.
Thank you, Faye.
I'm sure you had something nice to say too.
Oh, that was fine. Took the words right out of my mouth, you know?
Good, because I want to step in here. This is my.
Oh my god! I'm just gonna fucking leave now, okay?
Before this show became a show, way back, PB and I actually had coffee together, and there were bits and pieces of this being formed. She took none of my suggestions, not a one. This thing was not anywhere near what I wanted it to be, so therefore I didn't watch a single episode. Not even first episode, all the way through. And then she comes to me with the gall to say, hey, you want to be on my show? And I was like, you bitch. So I decided to come on here and fucking use every ounce of everything I had to one-up every fucking person on here. You know what? I did it. I did it.
Do it.
I did better than everybody. PB, take that. Fuck you.
That's fair.
It's true. It is true.
It's fair.
What you don't know is Aaron's going to leave the show and cry from what he just said.
Oh, you have no idea. I'm not sleeping for a week.
Yeah.
I have so many meds to go take now.
Debt meds.
Debt meds, exactly.
But I did it for you, PB.
Okay.
Oh.
Yep, help me, Brad.
It is
Faye?
not Faye's turn.
Faye?
Myth should say something.
Oh boy.
You fucking mean Cord?
That's right.
Oh, I don't care what his name is. He was in it for like 12 minutes.
Exactly.
And a cut
Right,
scene
that's
like
right.
40 episodes ago.
Right, exactly. I don't
say
know why
something
I'm,
so
I
that
don't
Faye
know why I'm
doesn't.
here. Everyone, you're all great. This is amazing. I really, it's been amazing to watch from the beginning. I watched the first couple episodes. Today I had a meeting with PB and went, okay, explain it to me like I've only seen episode 3, because I picked up a work shift for Tuesday at this time. Since then, so I wasn't able to ever catch up. So it was really fun to see what has been going on. I've been nerding out with PB about alternate realities, the multiverse, quantum physics for years now. So it was really exciting to then narratively talk about it. And to today, when we were talking about stuff, she was blabbering and stuff about the world and the story and the quantum physics of it all. And that's when I went, yep, okay, got it. I don't know anything about the lore because I haven't been watching, but I think I know where to go. And so it was just, thank you so much for having that trust in me. And I went into this show going, I'm going to ruin PB's show. And just having that trust and the confidence in me and also in everybody here, and knowing if it wasn't this group of people, I wouldn't have said yes. If it wasn't for you, PB, I wouldn't have said yes, because I would have felt so out of my element. But everybody here is so supportive of everyone, even in and out of character, on camera. What you see from us chat, and from what you don't see, these group of people are amazing, and even more. There's much more to these friends of mine that are life changing, and I really mean that. Not just like, oh, let's go hang out and blah 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 blah, subscribe to Orcish, but like honestly, it's really it's life changing, and the pinnacle of a lot of that is PB, your trust in me and your friendship with me, and each and every one of you have all become my friend, both on screen and off screen, and it's been amazing. So just thank you for all that. I don't know why I'm talking. I was only in the show for 15 minutes, but as long as Faye doesn't get to speak, then I think I did my job.
Yeah, just making sure, right, is everyone gone? Has Leah said something?
No.
Leah's turn.
I remember watching Gone, it was over a year and a half ago now, and I was like, what the fuck is this show, dude? This is insane. Never seen anything like it. It looks like they're just making it up as they go along. How are they doing that? They're all into... And then PB was like, hey, do you want to be on my show? And I was like, how am I supposed to live up to that? What the fuck? So I was terrified every single episode, and after every episode I had an existential crisis because I was like, how did they do this? But somehow PB's like a conductor of the circus ring or whatever, and just manages to like bring it all together in a way that makes sense. And it's like, there's like the power of yes and. The amount of times we were like, hey, I'm gonna do this, and PB's like, all right, that's not where I was gonna go with that, but I guess we're doing it now.
Yes,
I cannot even imagine the trajectory this show would have gone in if PB had said no to like half the bullshit we'd come up with. So, yeah, but these guys are so talented. Like, the amount of things I've also stolen from each and every one of these cast members. Every show I'm like, what are you doing? How can I steal it from you? And I've been taking bits, so get fucked. But yeah, it's been a really, really cool show.
She took that from me. She took that from me. I just want you guys all to know,
Yeah,
because I said it earlier and she took it, so it's like...
Yeah, you got to say something.
You took it from me.
Well, today you actually made me act, and I'm very upset about that. So I don't cry. I cry maybe twice a year, and I used up most of my crying supply today in today's show. So there'll become a time where I'll need to cry, and there'll be nothing, and that's debt magic.
That's that magic.
That's debt magic.
The desiccation of your
That's
eyes.
the desiccation. Yeah. But incredible show, awesome experience. It's nice to actually end a table story show as well.
And I went soft on you as well, like I usually do.
That was really good.
So I'm just going to see if I can control Z some of the savage ones.
No, it's fine. I opened that one up for you, which is not something you hear very often.
Hey, Bazinga. It's Dan's turn. Dan, have you said anything? Dan should speak now.
I haven't. I've been waiting for Faye.
No.
Faye's
No,
gonna destroy
trust me.
everyone when she speaks.
Faye's got the... I've got something
She's
lined
got
up
the
for
final-
Faye.
Yeah, okay.
I've got something lined up for Faye.
Okay. I said it's mostly because I wanted to make sure that Faye doesn't like murder me later because I tried.
You're safe, Dan.
Faye needs a couple more minutes to continue writing the Oscar-winning
fair
speech that she's about to deliver at the end.
No, that's
since
fair.
It's been built
That's
up
fair.
this much. No pressure.
No, that's reasonable. No, this is great. I got to be in here for 5 episodes.
That's not
something
true.
like that. I don't know. I wasn't counting.
That's not true, is it?
It's not true.
No, you played one of the main characters in Nocturne. You did the miniseries. Like, you're part of the story from the beginning.
I mean, I meant Kingmakers.
Yeah, I know.
But yes, the PB connected universe I've been in very, very long, and I treasure it. So the moment PB was like, "Hey, do you want to come back as a boyo that exists?" I went, "Yeah, of course. Like, no question. I'll shift my schedule around. It's not a problem at all."
And can we just mention the absolute energy you brought into it immediately? Like, just fit
Yeah,
straight in. Like, you were there from the beginning. It was amazing.
Instantly changed dynamic. Instantly.
It was,
100%.
you kind of threw in a side comedy character into like a dramatic, tense thing. Like, all right, this is happening, I guess.
Yeah.
just gonna drop weird jokes in the middle of like severe tension. So
You're also the
I'm
only
glad-
reason half the cast didn't die in that final fight with all the rules checking for me. So appreciated. Otherwise,
You give
I'm
me a
sure I
character
would've
that
gotten
throws the
people
book
killed.
at things.
Yep.
So yeah, I
Perfect.
tried. I did try. But yeah, I loved it. I loved being able to be a part of this and be a part of the third of like the trifecta of these, which honestly I wasn't expecting. So that was a very wonderful gift, PB. And the only other thing I have is, yeah, I just am very appreciative of our friendship in so many ways. And you've quite literally changed my life. And you know why. So that's what I got for you. Thank you, PB.
Motherfucker. I'm holding it together. Say, please,
Well,
help me.
Hold on.
Oh.
Can we get a music change for Faye, please?
Oh, yeah. I got it. Is it not?
Music change.
Hold on. I'm just I gotta scroll all the way up here because I think it's this one, right? Uh-oh. One? Yeah, it is. No!
And now,
you kidding me?
Introducing
You picked this one?
twitch.tv/Phelan.
Oh, my ovaries.
Is that
There's a drum roll for it.
That's it. My ovary, that's it.
My ovaries
she's
had a
good.
drum roll.
Moving cut.
Moving on.
Oh, fuck. Man, I love you guys so much. What a cast. PB, like I said before, all of the people in this room, we love you so, so much. And for you to give us a little piece of yourself and to be vulnerable with us and to give us a safe space to be vulnerable as well. It is probably one of the most beautiful things that I've ever been allowed to be a part of. So thank you for that. The amount of just absolute craziness and stupidity before the show shifting into all of the crazy emotions just without any issue from each and every one of you guys has been phenomenal. And it is something that I will personally cherish forever. So thank you guys for being awesome castmates and for being awesome friends. Oh, not that part. Anyway, love you guys. Thanks to everybody for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And what a tangled web we weave.
Oh, motherfucker. Okay, it's me now, right? I think so.
Wait, that wasn't part of the deal.
It is part of the deal. Meyer, I wrote this show after the first episode of Spellwind for you. I have got to put him in something. Every single one of you were handpicked because I really adore your. I can't fucking do this with this song playing. What the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah, imagine how I felt.
Yeah, I can't do this.
Undone.
Hold up. Jesus Christ. Yeah. That's a good shout. That's a good fucking shout. Okay. I handpicked all of you motherfuckers. Every single one. Because I think you're really skilled and talented. And I wanted you to be a part of something that has been like 5 years in the making, essentially. It's the kind of end where I was just hoping that it all tied together, and you carried the show. You carried the 5-year project, and I just want to thank you for doing that. Thank you for being fucking awesome. Thank you for giving 110% always, and for trusting me, because there were a lot of times where I was like, I cannot tell you why we are doing this thing, but trust me, and you did it. So that was fucking awesome. The other thing I want to share with you guys is, where the fuck is it? Here it is. Okay. I would like to read my notes the first day I started working on this show. And now I'm going to play Fudge's song for it because it's fucking sick. Okay, you ready? 'Cause it's not funny. At least I don't think so.
Okay.
I hope not. Okay. Also, Fudge, thank you for the fucking music, because Jesus Christ, it made the show something extra special. Okay.
It's so insanely good.
So the first thing I ever wrote for the show was the theremin speech from the point of view of Blackbird, and then at the very end of it was the "Now you must remember you are and always have been playing a cosmic theremin," which is to you, the players, just as much as it is to the audience as well. However, where is this note? Please hold while I grab it. Ugh, I can do this. Holy shit.
Trench still looks like a bird.
Yep.
That's
Also,
just
Trench
how
note.
he dresses.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, fucking shout out to Trench who ran to get a mask today.
In the middle of our meeting.
Yep, in the middle of the meeting was just
my God.
Oh, and they
sells
both
masks
Cord
like
and
that,
Trench
just-
took off work today
New York.
to be a part of this. So thank you everyone for that. Okay, I did not know if this was going to be possible. The entire show should remain as improvised as possible, including the pre-show videos and the Garoon monologues. It can be pre-recorded, but all the lines must be improvised. When asking players to record something, encourage them to write their own or improvise their own. The only thing that is prepared will be the theremin speech, and that will be read in its entirety at the end, which we didn't really end up doing, but we read the last bit. The entire show is an improvised song, and we don't see the sheet music until the very end. This type of message can only be delivered with full metaphorical effect on an improvised stage. So thank you guys for being a part of that. I love you all so very, very much. It's way over when we were supposed to end, so we're going to end it there. So Brad can eat and not kill me, and I love you all. And thank
it's too
you.
late for that. Let's do another 3 hours.
Yeah, okay, bye!
Time for a pint of Guinness.